Sean 3.0 and the J-Wise powered Javi International Sound System will give you the power for Savannah Carnival Beach Secondary School on Sunday 19th of February.
Yeah. I reach. Are they ready to fit?
Yeah, let me go. Only I'm real hungry. I'm feeling for some tasty, tender Royal Castle chicken. I could smell a Royal Castle aroma now. The snack box, the chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos, the wing combo, king and queen buckets, fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, potato salad.
Alright. We hungry now.
We hungry now.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Hi, good night. Give me a mega meal, please.
Coming up.
This carnival, live with Royal Castle.
Monarch on the Avenue presents a cultural experience 2023. You won't want to miss this. From Wednesday, 1st of February till Ash Wednesday. Showtime, 8 p.m. night. Join us as we celebrate the arts, culture, and history of Trinidad and Tobago. Special performances by top local artists, dancers, and more. Admission is free. For further information, call 744-5324 or 771-5617. Monarch on the Avenue.
Barakard. Make sure you get tickets early, got them tickets selling already. We have icons, yes, we have legends, and the young upcoming sensations. Become party, social commentary. We have something for everybody. Pressure for them, joker, faker, and lows. Come to Kaiso House. Get them.
Kaiso House in the Barakard, Queen's Park, Savannah, January 27th to February 17th, 2023. Tickets available at
Kaiso House in the Savannah, Crosby's Music Center, St. James, Kamule Restaurant, San Fernando, Ulsa Complex, Grand Bazaar, and Tuco Main Office, Jerningham Avenue, Belmont. For more info, call 352-9474 or 303-7304. Meet me in the Barakard.
Looking to complete your home or business project? Well, the place is Michelin Hardware. We carry a large selection of roofing and plumbing supply, lumber, steel, water tanks, tools, and more. Get your sand, gravel, sand filled by the bag, yard or load. No one beats our prices. Visit us at M&R Building, number 97, Eastern Main Road, Aruka, or call 646-2144. WhatsApp 327-7761. Michelin Hardware.
Are you disappointed by astrologers and pundits? Then meet third generational Pandit Narasimha. He uses traditional methods and gives solutions in problems like marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all negativity, black magic, bad luck permanently. Specialist in reuniting with your ex. Call Pandit Narasimha 359-3939. That's 359-3939.
Carnival Thursday, 16 February. Everybody's heading to the big show on the big stage, Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah at 7:30 p.m. for the mother of all Kaisoramas as Tuco presents Kaisorama Reloaded 2023, the finals. Gather your friends and your crew and come to the National Extempo and new Freestyle in the Rama Grand Final with 16 finalists who will be crowned Extempo champion and who will be crowned the first Freestyle in the Rama champion. Come see for yourself. Special guest Nyla Blackman, Master Funny, and Brother Ebony. Your MCs Omari and Rockers. Get your tickets now. General 100, Special Reserve 200 at NCC Box Office and Kaiso House Box Office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and all Tuco offices. Carnival Thursday, 16 February, Queen's Park, Savannah, 7:30 p.m. is the Tuco National Extempo and Freestyle in the Rama Grand Finals.
Digital banking, online, RBC banking, online, pay your bills anytime. With RBC, it's safe and easy. Send your money hassle-free.
RBC Digital Banking is so easy. Granny and Granddad can do it. Bank online anytime from the comfort of your home. Sign up for online banking or download the RBC Caribbean app and start banking the digital way.
Digital banking, online, you can bank at any time.
Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/bank at home. At RBC, we know buying your new ride is a very personal experience with many decisions to make. That's why we leave the car choice to you and ask that you leave the rest to one of our RBC Auto Finance specialists, trained to provide sound advice and helpful solutions to make your dream car a reality. The RBC Auto Finance team is mobile, flexible, and will meet you almost anywhere. Visit rbc.com/lovemyride to connect with an RBC Auto Finance specialist in your area.
Whether you're looking for your first or new home or even using your existing home as equity, RBC understands that your journey to home ownership is unique and your mortgage financing should reflect that. That is why at RBC we have dedicated mortgage specialists that provide sound advice and helpful solutions to make your dream home a reality. Best of all, the RBC mortgage team is mobile, flexible, and will meet you almost anywhere. Visit rbc.com/take 60 seconds to connect with an RBC mortgage specialist.
The Senior Kings and Queens Semi-Finals and the Junior Kings and Queens Finals. 2 competitions, 1 night. An experience like no other. All crossing the big stage with costumes full of vivid colors, creativity, and authenticity. This Wednesday, February 15th, 7 p.m. at the Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah. Experience the beauty of the costumes and the Senior Kings and Queens Semi-Finals and the Junior Kings and Queens Finals. General admission is only $100. Available at NCC Head Office, the Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. For further info, visit the NCC Facebook page or call 622-1670. This event is presented by the National Carnival Commission, supported by Caribbean Airlines, TTT, First Citizens, and Caribbean Bottlers.
This is the voice of the old school assassin, Music Chess. And you see Carnival Friday is the Carnival Friday Jam Down. Short Pants Party? Yes, Carnival Friday Jam Down at Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. Ladies in short pants, free before 10. And men, you pay $60 before 10. Is artists, DJs, is MC Biggs inside. And you know yours truly, Music Chess, coming to mash it up. Friday 17th, Carnival Friday. And Sunday is your Juve wind up. We winding all the way up to Juve morning from 11 p.m. straight to Juve morning. Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. Friday, it's your Short Pants Party Jam Down. Sunday, it's your Juve wind up. Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. We outside.
From the heart of the Arima people, through the soul of the soca, from the dial that keeps time constant, to the earth that comes alive with revelry, the vibrant paint throwing like water in a kaleidoscope of color, the powder with every jump fills the morning air, a cloud of color. This is we. We are Arimas. Arimas is Juve. Juve is Arimas. Come discover and enjoy a Juve morning experience like no other. Express yourself in color through soca under the eyes of the bamboo tree. Let the powder, paint, soca and sun rise on you in the east. ARIMAZ, Arimas, a production of SW Limited, Foreign Exchange Production, and DCLT.
More FM 104.7 is the official station of Arimas.
This Carnival 2023, TSB, Iowa George, and Team Not Sided bring to you Carnival Come Back.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize that me say Carnival come back again.
Carnival Monday night is we all. Meet us at Victoria Avenue. The boss of soca, the Waterlord, Neil, Iowa George, and all his soca disciples will be live.
Yes, people, the #1 event for 2022 is back in 2023.
Carnival Come Back. Dress code is your best Monday wear. Also featuring Young Brother, Tier 1 tickets, females $250, guys $300. Groups of 5 ladies on 1 ticket, $750. VIP Tier 1 starts at $350 female, $450 male, with white oak, punching, and beers inclusive. Tickets available on islandetickets.com. And from all committee members, Carnival Monday night is we on. Carnival come back at Victoria Avenue.
Jugwa Juve! Jugwa Juve! It's Juve and Beach at the Beach Secondary School, starting at 5 a.m. Juve morning in Beach from the Beach Secondary School at 5 a.m.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work. Wine and jam, wine up on a girl.
Jugwa Juve is taking off for a road experience like no other. We take you on a journey down the road with a vibe. It's paint, powder, water, mud, all in Beach with the best DJs, on the road. Selector Andel, out of New York City, the professionals, untouchable sounds, and the DJ vibes. Jugwa Juve in Beach Juve morning, the most anticipated Juve for 2023.
Trinity Lighting, 123 Western Main Road, St. James. Special on LED bulbs. Purchase 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. Trinity, they stock a wide variety of electrical supplies and specialize in light bulbs and parts for all your residential, commercial, marine, and medical fixtures. Remember, buy 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. 628-8373 or 622-6935. Check them out on Facebook, Trinity Lighting ETC Ltd. Or shop online at trinityetc.com. In the Miami area, contact them at 305-354-2033 or 305-932-0727. Remember, be safe and wear your mask. Trinity Lighting welcomes you to their main store, 123 Western Main, St. James.
ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
It's the big three-way clash. This Monday, 13th February, at the Hall of the Greats, Kaiso House, Queen's Park, Savannah, 8 p.m. with 3 big tents. Kaiso House, headed by Brother Valentino. Calypso Review, headed by Sugar Aloes. And Kaiso Showcase, headed by Ras Commander. They are coming with all their stars. You want Calypso? This is Calypso for Soul. 3 tents, 1 night, 1 venue. This Monday, 13th February. Be there for this big three-way clash at the Hall of the Greats, Kaiso House, Queen's Park, Savannah, 8 p.m. Tickets $200 at Kaiso House. This is clash.
Saturday, 25th February, get ready for the first Carnival Cool Down Short Dance Party at the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria.
That is all I like. Don't tell me about work in the morning.
With Trisha Hamilton and Big Band Antics. Big Band Antics. DJ Sherwin Ranks and Digital Dice. The Old School Assassin Music Chest. Future Sounds and more. Advance tickets $60 at the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria. Saturday, 25th February. Get ready for the first Carnival Cool Down Short Pants Party. At the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria.
Come home, it's all you need. A little bit of city in the country. Sangre Grande is the place to be. DG Homes gives you luxury. Affordable, brand new. DG Homes come shining through. Step into reality, a home of possibilities. Dreams come true, it could be you. DG Homes, modern, luxurious living for all.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant, number 67, Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. For breakfast daily, Monday to Sunday, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the menu, sada roti, Friday, roast beef, pie, coffee, tea, Milo, vegetable pizza, pancakes with assorted vegetables. Lunch specials daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chicken pilau, $25. Assorted lunch from $25 to $40. Soup specials and crab and dumpling. Delivery of food available. Dinner a la carte on the pavement from 6 p.m. until burgers, chicken sandwich, hot dogs, fries and chicken, nuggets, shrimp burger, gyros, and anything else you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your orders 7 days a week.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Green Dot continues to deliver internet connectivity to a wide range of communities in Trinidad. With our combination fiber and wireless network, you get the service you need wherever you live. Stream your favorite shows, enjoy online tuition, stay in touch with your work team, and connect with friends and family with internet service at a price you can afford. As communities continue to grow, we continue to deliver. Call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tc today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
The Ground Report, the ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the ground report.
I would think that they've been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Wake up! Oh God, wake up! Oh God! Before it's too late, please. Oh God. Wake up! Wake up, TNT! Oh God! Wake up!
Nice! We finally kill the pitbull. Oh God! He ain't dead! Run!
The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid, and I have to listen to that foolishness. I represent 29,000 electors in Devon Martin West. I don't know one of them. And annoying me in the intervening period. You know what time I get up in the morning? And annoying me in the intervening period. You know what time I get up in the morning? I go to bed between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get up at daybreak. And when I get up nervous many times. Because what's going to happen to us as a people today? And all of a sudden they're concerned about debt.
in the country. They're concerned about who hungry. They're concerned about who starving. They're concerned about... Just give me a break. Thank you very much. Let us leave it to choice, and who live.
Of course, if one wants to take advantage of opportunities that are made available, one has to prepare oneself, right, to make sacrifice.
Poor.
Well, that is so cliched. I'm not really trying to interfere with the bridge between the rich and the poor, because there's nothing wrong with the rich getting richer, but the poor must come out of poverty. Right? So
well, that's kind of bridging the gap, you know.
That is the equation. It's not a seesaw where one has to go down for the other one to come up. You have to find a way that you encourage the rich to get richer, because in getting richer, they create opportunities for the poor. Opportunity. And of course, if one wants to take advantage of opportunities that are made available, one has to prepare oneself, right, to make the sacrifice, to make the effort, because out of effort will come reward. So it's not a simple up and down situation. It is that you have a target of ensuring that no one is left behind and that there's opportunity for everyone to move up.
One of the things
Oh boy, 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 oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's 30 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the Pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith, Michael Good, Director Cuff. And you the people out there, in your thousands of you out there. Good morning to you, Trinidad and Tobago. I must say a pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, panel vans, all transportation that locks on to the #1 program, the Ground Report in the morning. A pleasant good morning to you. I must say a pleasant good morning to all senior citizens. To all my senior citizens, good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people. Yes, you, the physically challenged disabled people, a pleasant good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Tobago, good morning to you, Tobago. I must say a pleasant good morning to all loyal listeners, callers, well-wishers, supporters. Good morning to all critics, all haters. Most importantly, a pleasant good morning to all patriots, stakeholders, Trinbagonians, people that will put their God and their family first before the race, religion, and politics that is dividing this nation. A pleasant good morning to you. I must say good morning to all of you that are looking on Real Media TT. On Facebook, Nadira, Grace Caesar, all of you, Hossein, oh boy, Passad, all of you that are locked on, Colleen, yes, Colleen Charles, a pleasant good morning. Or we go forget Tara them across here on Facebook. Yes, Tara, Primraj, oh pleasant good morning. Ali, good morning. That's Darren, Ali. Ruby Sami, good morning to you. With Ginger Mirage, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Salisha, good morning to you. Hey, Irene, good morning. Oh boy, Sipasar, a pleasant good morning. All of you, man, real people. Wow. Well, let's like, let's share, let's follow, let's share the link. All your links that you all got there. When the Ground Report started, pull the link that you all got, that you all know that we are on live. That same link. Go through your contacts. Yes, go through your contacts. And Bomati, yes, all you go through all the contacts. Boudram John on Facebook, a pleasant good morning to you. Bomati Day on YouTube. Good morning to you, Bomati. Sichanja Ramit. Oh God, that's a big name, you know. Zibrian Ghani. Oh boy. Augustine. Well, I Facebook, they know. But oh God, the YouTube gone. YouTube gone. Green Matrix, good morning to you. Oh boy. Darren Emmanuel, Sharon, Andre, oh boy, Cathy, Sukdio. Oh God, there's so much of you all, boy. Everybody lock on to the ground report.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. And I have to listen to that foolishness. The people of Trinidad and Tobago are stupid. And I have to listen to that foolishness. I represent 29,000 electors in Devon Martin West. I don't know one of them.
And them ain't know you neither, Dr. Rowley. Them and they go there, they don't know you. Matilda Rose, Jacqueline Sammy, Patricia Hutchinson. Oh boy, a plenty of you I ain't see so long. But I know you all always there. Long time I ain't really go and look through Facebook and YouTube. I'm doing that this morning. While Director Cuff is putting some very important things in place. Yes, Camilla P. She used to like to give me trouble with this Camilla P. Aisha. Not the PNM Aisha, my friend that I need to carry to church. She need God to touch her. Because she are like the Calypsonians. Aisha Wells not seeing what the PNM is doing to this country. I was a PNM. Just like her, she is. I see. She still didn't see it. Like always, she waiting for cataract surgery for years to be able to see. In this system, I had to do like Rowley. Them I went and take my cataract surgery to see good. Long time. But to see with your cataract in this country, you have dates like that, you know. You get a date and when you go now, you say, right, I will see because I'm going to get my surgery now. They get a next date. Like them know when you go dead. You understand? I can't understand this system, you know. This whole system working against all of us, you know. But I also must say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago too. What caused all that traffic yesterday all over the place, boy? Oh God! And I ain't gonna like this Valentine here too. A lot of people come together. I realized people show love, and that was good to each other. Because the people had no choice. The people show love to each other this Valentine. Because they realized the government of Trinidad and Tobago not showing love to us. Things are hard. Oh God, boy. Things are bad. Hey! What I go say again, boy? And with this man Rowley, things getting worse. Or for some people say to say worse.
Trinidad
and Tobago.
With Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
I also hearing that we do this Prime Minister, boy. What God, boy, you got energy thing in Ghana, and all you talking is the cell refinery, boy. You that done, boy? Ghana talking about energy security for the people, for the country. We are refinery the way we can make money by. Oh, you're fooled by Dr. Rowley. And you're talking about Dragon Field and Venezuela and gas and wherever. Where go do you go and pay people to refine it? When will you put back our energy security for us in this country? You go on there to talk sell. Boy, you's a real old Creole boy. You are real boy. I shame to be African boy. Yes, a disgrace to we boy. Everything is sell boy. And things that can make money, this man only selling out and sell. What is go through your head, boy, Dr. Rowley, boy? What is really go through your head, partner? You're a doctor? You have a PhD? For real? Will you get that? Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. What a dumb fella, boy. You seen gas prices and all them things going up. You seen food prices going up. You seen because since Petrotrain closed down, things are hard. Instead, you study now to organize. Spend $2 billion. That is all we are spending all year. About $2 billion to get the refinery back up and running, you know. That is all, you know. Why them people and them done throw away about $4 billion in legal fees? If they did only throw away $2 billion out of the $4 billion in legal fees, keep $2 billion and put back up the refinery, we done make back with $2 billion already, boy. What a dumb fella we have as a prime minister. Let me hear Mr. Dumb. Let me hear him. I can't understand this boy. Man, all you open back up with refinery. It was the biggest foreign net exchange earner. Don't do with that. For God's sake, don't do with that. Open back with refinery. Oh God. Well, just give me a quick minute to know. I want Trinidad and Tobago to hear the finance minister calling Antiguan-born Imbert, naturalized Trinidadian, acting prime minister every time Rowley leave the country. The man who laugh at me, where's the gas? I raise it already, I raise it again. Then riot yet. That man said that the refinery was making money after the close it down. Let me get it for you. I need to get that for you. I really need to get that for you. Nah, boy, if I ain't getting that, well, I have something for you here, but man. You see that? Yeah, we on this. We dealing with the refinery. Let me deal with the refinery. Listen. Since we on that, I go back call him and both saying no money while we listening to this here. Listen to this. To all you the people of Trinidad and Tobago, this man is a piper. I tell all of that. Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley is a spranger. Again, the man piping out the country. The man sprang in out this country. And to all TAT officials, let me break down what I mean. And it's a simple example. So don't watch man saying things. Go call the prime minister no spranger. Or no piper. Don't send no letter to nobody. But I call them that. I as a grassroots people, I will define to you TAT. And to you the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That it have other nice ways to say the same thing I saying. But I just have to say the way I know it. I don't know the other nice way. When Lennox here, he go committee big word and say where you have to say the man will be a finesse or where. I don't know. I know spranger, piper. A spranger is somebody. We all grow up in various areas, especially when you grow up in development communities, squatting areas, various things. What's normal? had a family, had a house, had a job. They made a mistake and take a smoking cocaine. When they take the smoking cocaine, they stop bathing. They start to sell the gas tank. They start to sell out the house. The children can't go to school. What's with them living in the house and then will take off the galvanize off the house. Whether the wife and children there. So the wife and children there, the whole family mash up because wife had to leave with children because this person's sick. They turn a spranger. They turn a piper, they're sick. There's an addict. Anybody that could sell a roof, a galvanize off the roof, and for cheap money, give it away. Not studying when the rain fall, when you lie down, you self going and get wet. That's a spranger, that's a piper. You lost your wife, your family, everything. You reach as far as after the roof gone, you're selling the window frame, that gone to that sell. Well, all the fittings, electrical fittings, that gone, that sell. That's how sprangers and pipers operates. So I need to ask the Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, this PNM government, are they a spranging, piping PNM government?
What? This hour?
When they go and sprang out Wassa, when they sprang out B-Mobile, TSTT, when they sprang out Petrotrin, when they sprang out everything, all you for real, all you piping out everything. Take a pull, take a pull, take a pull, take a pull. All you 6 set of people that run in this country. All you feel aligned, they lie to you about Petrotrin. I will play this and then I will show you all again. Again, while we're only going across there to pipe out, he want to sell the refinery. By that man is a mad fella, boy. It costing we people $2 billion all year. It's a war, we need energy security, boy. What is rocket science to this man to understand that they made a mistake closing on Petrotrin and the refinery? And we as an oil producing country needs to turn back that. Oh God, it's simple. When I don't like people when you make a mistake. Oh God, just you make a mistake, let me just correct the mistake. Correct the mistake. Why continue to let the mistake prolong the sufferation of your people? Your people can't sell their US dollars by Rowley by. If we want 50 US, we can't get. We want 100 US, we can't get. Because the biggest foreign exchange earner to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, which was Petrotrin and the refinery, what will you do? What will you do, Rowley boy? And then with the little US, you're getting it to Price Smart, you're getting it to First Citizens, you're getting it to Scotia, all them big businesses getting all the US. And the people can't get none of the small businesses and them closing down because plenty of them depend on the US in order to bring in the thing too, while they lock them out and too. Now it's rich and poor, while they lick up the middle class. All you lick up the middle class, you hear me what? Like Stick Break and Rowley and the PNM ears or what? Let me say it to them again now. All you lick up the middle class, all you bring Trinidad and Tobago to rich and poor first stop, all you hearing by? That's a fact. Trying to go before I play the video. That video, look, I find it. God don't sleep. To prove to you all again, them people make a mistake closing down our refinery. And Colin and Bert admit that our refinery was never busting after they done do it. And if he can admit that, and listen to this man, call him in birth now. Antiguan born, Trinidadian naturalized, only acting prime minister since. The man that never take a holiday in 8 years. That man guarding that treasury, boy. Oh God, boy. If a man didn't take holidays in 8 years, well then Trinidad and Tobago supposed to have gold on the streets. 8 years he didn't take a holiday. What are we locking down that final ministry, sir? Why you want to go and take a 2 weeks holiday, boy? What about the finance ministry? Call him in Burton, take a holiday yet? Mr. Coleman Burt, you're working hard destroying the country, not working hard building it, because things hard, things bad. Oh God, boy, and things getting worse. So try taking a holiday and let's see now, Coleman Burt. Please. If taking a holiday, your head go be on good to run this country good and to stop laughing at the people when you raise the gas. Listen to Coleman Burt talking the truth about the refinery. Listen to him.
When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products from fuel, from gasoline and diesel than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were not foreign exchange here. When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products from fuel, from gasoline and diesel than it cost them. So they were not foreign exchange here.
They earn enough foreign exchange than they put out or that it cost them. There was a net foreign exchange earner. Oh God, Trinidad and Tobago. There's no Indian, African, Muslim, Hindu, Christian. Oh God, there's a man just talking the truth to all and all of we just still on this choppiness by. These people and them destroying this country and all here. The man admit that we was a net foreign exchange owner when the refinery was in operation. Let me play it again. That the man saying all here.
When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products from fuel, from gasoline and diesel than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were not foreign exchange here. When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products from fuel, from gasoline and diesel than it cost them. So they were not foreign exchange here.
There was a net foreign exchange earner. Eh? Listen to this Prime Minister now. Listen to this Prime Minister.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said investments in infrastructure and technology can be a huge financial burden and can hinder progress at times. At the International Energy Conference in Guyana, Dr. Rowley made mention of the various collaborations with regional partners in the energy sector that TNT is embarking on.
Has the energy infrastructure to monetize hydrocarbon resources produced by its Caribbean neighbors, and can do that now. The country possesses 10 ammonia plants, 7 methanol plants, 4 LNG plants, an iron and steel complex with a peak performance utilized as feedstock 4 BCF of natural gas per day, and an oil refinery which recently produced up to 140,000 barrels of oil per day.
Dr. Rowley said right now the country's natural gas production is on average 2.8 billion cubic feet per day.
And we are still exploring the market for a user for the refinery as mentioned. Trinidad and Tobago therefore provides a viable option for those countries that wish to optimize the monetization of their hydrocarbon resources without incurring substantial capital expenditure, not to mention delay in monetization.
The Prime Minister called the Dragon gas deal between this country and Venezuela an example of government-to-government cooperation in relation to the ability to monetize natural resources.
We are open to discussion with all our other Caribbean neighbors on the monetization of their hydrocarbon resources in Trinidad and Tobago's infrastructure. We would also wish to assist you in developing programs to meet necessary training needs of your energy personnel.
The Prime Minister said the expert...
While he said that, I paused that day, just about 30 seconds again. He said we are the experience needs, Prime Minister. Nobody ain't go hire we so. With the whole debt of the 4 divers partner. With 100 years experience. And the way that whole what went on commercial inquiry went on, we can actually see and understand that the left foot and know the right foot doing, and that them was moving like we now starting this energy business. All you put square peg in round holes. To the outside world, Prime Minister, we look incompetent. We look like we don't have that 100-year experience no more. Because in no way we could have justified how them 4 divers dead. That we keep our commission inquiry to pay the people that holding the commission of inquiry. And digging hours to pay the divers and their family for their loss. Compensation. You can't bring them back, but you're supposed to already compensate these people. Let me find out what go on. And in all what we learn, instead of all you being against the divers and the witnesses and all this thing, is to take the knowledge of the commission, because they're paying big money anyhow. So mistakes like that would not happen again. That is so simple, Prime Minister. Now we are selling we are the experience. But when you close down Petrogen and they give you these 4 other companies, Parry and this and that, they're not functioning good, their books not up to mark. Real people dropping the ball within the energy sector. Because they only keep on yes men, the experienced people gone, they're gone in other countries. What experience you're selling? How are you going to sell that to Guyana and to everybody and welcome them to come in the country? When you're not employing that experience and running our refinery or our energy sector with that level of experience, our energy sector is being run by money gamblers, money hungry people. What is about themselves? It's about money, money, money for them alone. And we money. NGC bossing, everybody licking we up. You ain't realize that, Rowley boy? Let me finish here this Prime Minister with its PhD. That's Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. I'm just Andy Williams. We all believe he know what he's doing. I believe I'm not Dr. Andy Williams. I'm Andy Williams. But I can't believe that Dr. Rowley who have a PhD. I tell you, I can't believe that. He can't elect me at all. I can't believe he not acting like he have a PhD. He and many of government ministers and MPs, everybody. Them just acting just things where my little child could organize, figure out, and do a very good job with. Them dropping the ball with. What 10-year-old and 12-year-old children could do, them dropping the ball. Imagine that. Let me finish here our Prime Minister. Let me hear him. I doesn't care take this these bright fellas that just talking dumb things. Let me hear him.
Expertise can be found in both state and private sector agencies.
As an emerging major oil and gas producing region, we have a window of opportunity to take a proactive approach to leveraging our collective knowledge and expedite our expertise to optimize new opportunities going forward.
Dr. Rowley called for the energy resources of the region to be used to build energy security and to benefit all people in the region. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
Imagine that. Eh? Eh? Boy, that man was close to me, the pit bull bite him up, you know. God, boy. All in Igbo ball head. Man, let me listen to somebody else now. We're talking the truth all here. Well, listen before we think. Listen.
Hi, my name is Gary Aboud. I am the Corporate Secretary of Fishermen and Friends of the Sea, Trinidad and Tobago. We went under the Freedom of Information to the Ministry of Energy and we got the exact data. For 4 years, Petrotrin did not rely on government subventions. So 2016, 17, 18, Petrotrin were not given 1 penny from central government. But yet the Prime Minister and members of his cabinet kept speaking about Petrotrin like that they were going to sink the national economy, saying that if they were kept going, they would lose $2 billion a year.
The government is not closing down Petrotrin. And in case you were just opening your fridge and you didn't hear that when you closed the door, let me repeat it. The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
Dr. Rowley said the single payment of a US $850 million bond, which matures in August 2019, plus the $700 million that the company is due to repay shortly after, was the basis on which he knew decisive action on Petrotrin's future could no longer be put off.
In short, the Petrotrin fix was always seen to be bad for politics and even one's political survival. But we have arrived at a place now where its ongoing failure threatens the national survival. The refining assets of Petrotrin can now be put in a separate company for opportunity attention. The OWTU will be given the first option to own and operate it if they wish.
So when people talk about Petrotrin bringing in US dollars, that is a completely false narrative. It was not a net earner of foreign exchange. It was draining the country's reserves.
But then, if that were true and Dr. Rowley's statements were genuine, then why is there no evidence of any subvention to keep the company afloat in 2016, 17 and 18? And when they were paid in 2019, $1.2 billion from the Ministry of Finance, that was specifically to pay severance. So, are we being run by a government with integrity? Is the public interest being served by officers duly elected who are concerned about the welfare of the least privileged, or are they ambitiously seeking to become the most privileged? These are serious questions, and for those of you who listen to our presentation, I beg you to answer in your heart and in your conscience. When you go to the hospital and see sick people waiting 10 hours, how do you feel? When you go to take a bus and the bus doesn't come, how do you feel? When you drive on the road and you break your axle because the road isn't repaired, when you see WASA paying $1.5 million a day for salt water, desalinated water, and you see so much leaks, how do you feel? When you see a Prime Minister passing legislation that himself and the President should be paid their full salary for the duration of their lives as pension, but everybody else gets less, how do you feel? When you are lied to and have to pay triple for the price of oil and gas, when we had a company that could have produced and exported and kept our economy on a robust and vibrant status, how do you feel? When you see a private company that is secret, that no one knows who the owners are, making $400 and $500 million a year, selling oil and gas to ships, profits that should have been going to the national treasury, how do you feel? When the application for that company was made 6 months before Petrotrin closed, when the applicants, Dr. Rowley's close friend, would not have known or should not have known of the planned closure of Petrotrin. When you are lied to and told that Petrotrin is sinking the economy, when for 3 consecutive years, not a penny was paid in subventions. How do you feel? Well, for me, I feel like everybody going to want to give me licks because they're going to say I should keep quiet, don't interfere with the big wigs, they will kill me, they will shoot me. But I feel sad when I see children fighting that don't have proper education, when I see people suffering, pensioners, when I see the Blind Welfare Association underfunded, PAVI. I don't feel good, I don't feel proud, I don't feel patriotic. And I call on you to say something, speak about this video, share this video. Thank you for listening.
And now Trinidad and Tobago again, just as Gary Aboud acts, and we catch them lying through the Freedom of Information. Petrochin was never given sub-government subventions. Petrochin was standing up on its own. And then after they close it down, the finance minister, who never take a holiday, call him in boat. I raised gas already. I will raise it again. That Antiguan-born Trinidad naturalized white man fella, who whenever Rowley not here, he acting prime minister. Every one of the ministers in them take holidays. This man in 8 years never take holiday. That man watching that treasury. That man ain't going and sleep. He there guarding the treasury. Why he don't want to leave the treasury alone? Why he just don't take her 2 weeks? Why in 2 weeks somebody go talk something about the treasury that you interfering with or what? Turn around and tell you the people now. The refinery was making money. Yeah, that we tell all you. Listen. It was making money.
When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales. So that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were not foreign exchange here.
Can't we go hear that? That is the finance minister telling all the truth. When the refinery was in operations, that is how it start off. Let me hear again, please.
So they were not foreign exchange here. When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales. So that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them. So they were not foreign exchange here. When the refinery being operated, so they were not foreign exchange here.
You all heard that? Chandwego, I lay my case with my editorial this morning because at the end of the day, the Prime Minister is in Guyana talking to in an energy conference. Well, he done talk. And I would have swear this man would have been telling them that his government is going to organize and pump at $2 billion and a half to get back our refinery up and running, and only we don't make back that money in less than a year. Or in a year time we don't make back we money and make money on with we refinery. That man go on there to say it up for sale. That piping prime minister, that spranger, that spranging out and piping out this country, go on an energy conference to say we energy company for sale. Partner, what about energy security for your people, boy? You want when things go up, or they go come and raise the gas price again, you know? When all let's start to play more, you know? Energy security is energy security, Dr. Rowley. So what you gonna do when it go up now? Raise the gas again with him, but balling gig raise it again? And then fuel prices go up? And then when fuel prices go up, the cost of living going to go up, and then everything will go up, and then the pension will people gain that was 3,000, 3,005. That since you come in power, it come like that is $1,500 they are there. That is how much the dollar did devaluate. You can't raise pension, you ain't getting nobody no money. Salary is not raising, but everything going up. And one of the ways, Dr. Rowley, for you to stop this mayhem from going on with everything going up is by you, Dr. Rowley, and your government opening back our refinery. energy security. We do have we own gas and oil here too. What does really go through your head, Dr. Rowley, boy? What does really go through your head? The line so Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you, Lennox Smith. Oh boy, I wonder if he did.
You hear me loud and clear?
Nice, loud and clear.
Yes, indeed. A pleasant good morning, man. You're singing bubbling, you're singing dynamic, and of course, as usual, bringing the truth, the facts, and the irrefutable evidence to the people. At the end of the day, they have to make a decision to determine whether or not we have had what I consider to be the value of our votes, whether or not that has been reflected in the level of government and governance in this country, as of course reflected and manifested by the present administration led by Dr. Rowley. I mean, it is a rhetorical question indeed, but at the end of the day, the people must decide. And of course, elections will be called whether Dr. Rowley like it or not. 2025 must come. It is inevitable. And then, of course, you'll have your chance. But we prefer that it comes before. And of course, unfortunately, it rests with, of course, the Prime Minister of the country. And in this case, a very, what I consider to be disappointing individual, very corrupt, very manipulative, prepared to undermine the electoral process. And we have to always keep on our P's and Q's to make certain that at the end of the day, we do what is best in our collective and individual interest. That being as it may, of course, a number of issues. Construction begins on Tobago's first Hindu temple. I see that in the news today, that in Tobago. So that's probably a good religious development, probably a good sign, because God knows we need, of course, as much prayer as we can get. And therefore, that may just be one of the inevitable that we must, of
That's
course,
where you call
in.
squeezing out news. You see, opening up a water pipe to me, that no news. Stand up and take a photo ops to make sure community have water after we is independent so long. That no news. Opening a temple or a church or wherever in Tobago, that no news. You know it's news? When old people pension going and raise, you know it's news? The government of Trinidad and Tobago plan to open back the refinery. You know it's news? They're going to deal, raise minimum wage. You know it's news? They're going on a massive road, worthy drive in fixing our roads. You know it's news? They get a foreign company to come and open their business here. That foreign company will interject $5 billion in our economy, which will create jobs for 20,000 people. Die news. You know it's news? Murder going down. Because the detection rate of the police climb. People cooperate with the police because the government did the right thing. When it comes to witness protection program, when it comes to the really fixing crime, die news. The agriculture sector getting their access roads to their goods in order to bring it to the markets out here and give us it at a good price to drop the cost of food in the country. You know it's news? Them is news. The healthcare system. Everybody gonna get a surgery. They're going and run off all surgeries. Cataract, whatever surgery people have to do. Whatever surgery people have to do. They're going to the hire doctors and they bring them in. They're going to use the Children's Hospital and bring in all the specialists because we have the machines and try to lick up all the surgeries within a year and a half. That's news. You want to know news? The schools and them getting repaired, and the schools and them that out there in the various communities open. Employment for the people. No employment mean no work. Wait. No employment, need no money. Where it leave to do? Thief. You know it's news. Hope. Where's hope for all of us?
Yes, my friend. Really. I think you could have given a lesson to all of the editors in the major newspapers in this country, because I'm reading from the Newsday, and of course the other thing I think is something you may want to comment on. THA gets a seat on HDC board. Let me repeat that. THA gets a seat on HDC board. So a member of the THA must now be on the HDC board, the Housing Development Corporation, to make policy and other directional
They would have
decisions.
never done that. You want to hear my opinion on that?
Yes.
That is how good Farley and the PNM are. Because again, the PNM, all right, why the PNM and organize if they want policies and this and that? Because both country, the opposition and the government is what running the country. Why they didn't give the offer to a member of the opposition to be on the AGC board? Because they know the opposition will talk and will want to know what's going on, or if they go, yes, to get the opportunities to govern the country. But they show, playing a member of the THA board, at the THA, member of the THA, independent THA, Farley and team THA, on what big news is that? What, like the majority of AGC houses at the end of the days be built in Trinidad, not in Tobago. Like that, what that going to do for the people of Tobago? And why they so comfortable to work with this Farley THA? I tell all the Farleys are PNM, you know. His mission was to destroy the PDP, you know. Tobago then have to be smart for the next coming election. Don't take on Farley and team, them PNM under low profile people that don't say nothing about Rowley and the PNM at all. Only before the coming government, they were saying everything about the PNM and all was wrong. Now they don't say nothing. Then it's going like Tobago is separated Trinidad. It's Trinidad and Tobago. They still need central government. And central government playing the fool. Wasting money. Farley is supposed to be advocating like what I doing this morning and telling the Prime Minister, he being the head of the THA, meaning the Prime Minister of Tobago. That's what he is, Farley. And talking to Dr. Rowley and saying, well, all right, would you like the THA to partner with the government to open back the refinery then? Because we will need the refinery open in order for we to have energy security. And we could still make money. And US will be easier for the people of Trinidad and Tobago to get. Farley not talking them things. Farley still on a honeymoon. He get married when he get there. Farley have a baby girl now. Praise God. Hip hip hooray. Boy, be a good father. Farley out of it. That Farley THA weak. The weak. But they're waiting for Kamala Prasad Bissessa to come in power. And you go see Farley go get mouth. The only mouth Farley Gus Chavez have is mouth for Watson Duke. First up. And that mouth he have is in accordance with the PNM to destroy PDP in order for PNM to win back Tobago. Farley working with the PNM. I better get game a seat on the board. If they not, you see PNM getting anybody who's not a friend a seat on a board like AGC? That Udicott and all of them and Noel Garcia, everybody there. Look at my people there. This fella, this calling and tell we about Malcolm X is calling and tell we how George or one of them come back there with something on all them kind of thing. Understand? Farley them link with the big boys now. We GG with the big boys. We line with the big boys. We are big boys. To hell with Tobago. To hell with Trinidad. We ain't thing. I'm not bad for the PNM, but I'm bad for Duke. I'm not bad for the PNM, but I'm bad for Watson Duke. It is what it is. Go ahead, Lennox Smith. Before you see,
yes, of course, and you're quite right, because the chairman was given his instrument as well with the other members of the board, and none other than Noel Garcia.
Oh God!
Yes, Noel Garcia
Guy the
is
chairman?
the chairman, of course.
Well,
yes,
that...
the instrument was given by
Oh,
the
God,
sitting
Lennox
minister.
Smith. Lennox Smith. We correct.
Camille Robinson Regis gave him his instrument.
Camille Robinson Regis?
Only yesterday, yes.
Well, Lennox Smith and Trinidad and Tobago, again, the ground report is right to you, the people of Tobago. Noel Garcia, Camille, given THA member a position in there. Watch the link. And all of them are interested in Tobago. All members of the board, Rowley, he are the best people there in THA. It's all about the interest they have in Tobago, boy. Way. Rowley, real good boy. That man get you with Fali, you know, boy.
Yeah.
Rowley get you with Fali, boy.
I share your view. I share your view. I was reluctant to speak on it before, but certainly, once Garcia is the chairman there, he is Rowley's blue-eyed boy. You know, he is the man with respect to LaSalle, Truras, and the Commission of Inquiry. He only came back when he saw the PNM would have won the elections and then say that he going to sue them. A big bluff. And then, of course, he was the man responsible for the lake that was bought called Greenvale, and the people were marooned on the rooftops in one of the inclement weather episodes that took place during the course, of course, of the PNM, the Rowley PNM administration. So we know clearly, and then of course he's at UDCOT as well, and Dr. Rowley had in fact, I don't think he has given it back, but just in case, out of an abundance of caution, he was the man who put UDCOT under the, as part of the portfolio of the Prime Minister's office. And once again, this fella Garcia continues to be the man that Dr. Rowley depends on, and we know quite a lot more, of course, which we'll be talking about. I had a personal experience as well, so I can tell you without fear of contradiction that it is an unsavory relationship, and Garcia is simply one of those that you could consider to be a bagman for Dr. Rowley and that administration. Thus, of course, you see what is happening with respect to the construction of Balize House. Well, in Port of Spain, well, you know that he has a major part to play in terms of sourcing the resources to make that despicable edifice, gangster headquarters, manifest itself. I see they start to do some painting on the old new building, if you want to call it that. But that's another story. Barrackpore market vendors robbed. So Barrackpore vendors robbed, even there and all. Wow. And of course, Chairman CARICOM may send troops to stabilize Haiti. 2 cops hurt in Claxton Bay crash. Swerving to avoid a child. The man dies in truck accident days after a birthday. A new spin on divorce terms. So that's a nice article. I suggest that is a whole good human development one that those persons who are interested in that should read that. Well, soca struggles after 50 years. So we can go on and on, but I think those are the areas. Of course, Ishmael sues for libel. I am waiting, says Crocro. So, of course, action has started. Pre-action protocol letters were distributed, and it appears that Ishmael, according to him, is looking to preserve his good name because of a calypso that was penned and performed by Crocro, and he is saying that he's referring to him, and of course part of it was saying that Ishmael, you know that we buy your stolen vehicle parts. So that is in the calypso itself, so we know. And then of course calling somebody and saying that there's a resurrection or a manifestation of Satmaraj once again. So of course the usual what I consider to be racist and racial, of course, overtones in that particular presentation. Well, again, Fixer Billions, Fixer Up, loan agency targets 1,800 new units for repair. And of course, with that is a big loan that they are looking at the Andean Bank to get in order to, of course, repair and finish 1,800 new units for repair. I don't know how much of that is in Tobago, but of course, it's a concern that I think is well placed by your concern and your presentation this morning. Finally, of course, court rules dozens of URP contracts worth $100 million unenforceable. But in spite of that, the court says that at least the people should be compensated, even though the contracts were unenforceable, as the government claim. So a scenario similar to that of the education facilities company and those contractors that the government is not prepared to pay and is prepared, of course, to instead wind up the company rather than paying them. Of course, that is an indictment and certainly does not benefit Trinidad and Tobago as far as foreign investment is concerned out of the energy sector. So those are some of the areas that are there for the takings this morning, and I hand back to you now, my friend, as we continue, of course, to edify, educate, and inform the people of what are the goings on in this country outside of the traditional media.
Thank you so much, Lennox Smith. Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The lines are open. While you all are making your calls, all the lines are open. You all heard all editorials. We are also hearing PSA court matter. More tension at PSA. Let's hear what is the tension going on at PSA, which is the Public Servants Association. Well, Watson Duke was once. Now it's that next fella. Let's hear what's going on. At the end of the day, all them unions and them might find a weak boy.
Yeah, well, there's a
Dwayne Hewitt, a member of PSA and part of the opposing group cells, although the General Conference approved the loan last week, many members are uncomfortable with the situation. Mr. Hewitt describes it as a dark cloud over the union. He says there are several red flags in the current executive, adding that there is currently an injunction freezing all extraordinary expenditure.
And there's contempt and committal proceedings for unlawful expenditure, failure to locally audit finances, failure to properly constitute the General Council and Conference, failure to hold a AGM in the last 10 years. So this was further exacerbated by this loan. This loan which was brought to the conference without all these financial issues being resolved.
He says, as General Council members, he and his group have requested invoices, quotes, financial records, and to inspect the books, but are constantly denied access, and instead are told, if they want it, go to court.
Under Rule 17 of the PSA Constitution, and all constitutions and all trade unions, members have a right to access the books as long as you are a financial member of the association. And I have written to the treasurer on repeated occasions, and they are dancing me around, dancing. What kind of accountability is that? What kind of transparency is that? People must ask themselves what is going on in the PSA.
Mr. Hewitt tells TV6 the membership is paying the price for the behavior of the executive.
What is going on in the PSA has a serious domino effect on the membership. No representation, all these things. So and this has led to a disgruntled membership where people are refusing to take part in the union. But what we are doing, because what I said earlier is that hundreds of members have been contacted in relation to grievances.
When contacted via telephone this morning on Mr. Hewitt's claims, PSA President Leroy Batiste said these matters are under the purview of the internal organizational structure of the PSA and shall be dealt with accordingly. Nicole M. Romani, TV6 News.
Oh boy, you just wanted to explain that PSA thing, Lennox Smith?
Yes, of course. There is a growing internal dispute. Certain disgruntled members of the association have taken the matter to court and the court did institute an injunction to, of course, limit the present administration of that organization to spend monies on basic essentials. And then, of course, they have now taken this loan, millions of dollars worth, and the same group is now concerned that that money will now be spent in ways that would not have been approved by the court. So they have decided to go back to court. So there is, of course, a power struggle that is taking place within that particular administration surrounding, of course, the expenditure. And, of course, I'm not surprised as to the concern in that particular video that you would have expressed to the public. So that's another element of this internal problem that the PSA has at this time.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, while you all making your calls, let me just play Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley address to the energy sector out there in Guyana, where this man piping with refinery. Still this man decide he still want to sell the refinery and not let us open back with refinery. Lennox Smith, just open back, it cost him $2 billion. Or they throw away $4 billion in legal fees. $4 billion so far, they throw away in legal fees. Out of that $4 billion, $2 billion could have opened back with refinery. Them people don't want to open back something that what could only make back with money, you know. We can't also open back the refinery, you know. Even if we spend $3 billion in 2 years and think we get back with money, long time, you know, partner.
No. Here the difficulty with Rowley and his, what I consider to be recalcitrance at this time. He don't want it on the basis of some warped and, should I say, weird lack of interest in Trinidad and Tobago's principle. He don't want it to appear as though he is weak. That, of course, the opposition and people like you and I would have told him so, that he had to do it in the best interest of Trinidad and Tobago. And he closed it down, not in the best interest of Trinidad and Tobago, but because of the fake oil matter, and the entire cabinet is to be held criminally liable for that at the appropriate time. He doesn't want you and I and the population to see him in that regard, and he don't care. As far as he is concerned, his ego is greater than that of Trinidad and Tobago. So he prefers to go there, embarrass Trinidad and Tobago, embarrass himself, seeking, of course, an investor, and want to say, well, listen, my original false position of closing it down because we get it out of the business, not knowing that we will be awash with money if he had only left it as it is and conformed to the recommendations of the various reports that was given to an advisor that was given to the government in those reports. He is simply an egotist, a dictator, an autocrat, and therefore his ego is greater than that of Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore today causing us not to be able to get U.S. money in the way that we would normally get if we had the oil refinery up and running in the way that America and, of course, other places such as Curacao are now contemplating.
Nice. Fox Islam, if you only want to get banned today from social media with us, correct yourself. I see it, Mark. The refinery was losing billions. Fox Islam, remember I went back and get this clip, Lennox Smith, for the same Fox Islam, you know. I don't want nobody coming here and lying to nobody. I'm going to play it for him again. Fox Islam.
Some people would be in a state of denial for reasons that are not in the of the...
let me play it for him again and to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Again, Fox Islam, I am correcting you. Your PNM minister said it all. Listen here, correct yourself, as you'll be banned from that from writing anything there. Listen, Fox Islam.
When the refinery being operated, they earned enough foreign exchange from sales, so that they earned more foreign exchange from the sales of refined products, from fuel, from gasoline and diesel, than it cost them to purchase the crude to put through the refinery. So they were not foreign exchange here. when
You hear that, Fox Islam? Make that mistake. I'll link off, get rid of you one time. I'd rather not see you. Don't go there to lie to people. The refinery was a net foreign exchange earner. It was making money.
Anybody in that frame of mind, Andy, you're shocking them into reality. You know, he can't believe that. He can't believe he hearing that. He's hearing something totally different. That's how this illusionary Rowley and they can make this. But they are endangered species. As a few of them now, I'm sure that even sycophants that were very recalcitrant and resistant and in denial, they now have to, of course, face the reality that Dr. Rowley and they are simply no good. They have weaponized government against the people. They are toxic, and they need to jettison from government sooner rather than later.
Nice. The lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. Wow, now open for the day. But we had to do what we had to do. Morning call away, calling from. What's your contribution on the Gongi board this morning? A lot of things was discussed. You may have your own that you want to bring to the table. Go ahead, caller.
Morning, Andy and Lennox and Mikey and Coff. This is Original Tagarigo.
Good morning.
Morning. I sit down there last and I make a mistake. We quite really watch here on the TV. This man go on Guyana and talking about Maduro, still talking about Maduro with the oil. And you hear the man say here one potato and onion. And this man talking it could be good for the region. Something wrong with you, you know. Something wrong with him, boy. He was not a bush bat, you know. He was a bull pesty bat. That man something sick. He's a sick person, boy. And he lying to nobody. He lying to the PNM people. I'll enjoy the day, boy.
Thank you very much. Next caller, morning call away, calling from. What's your contribution on the Gongi report this morning? Caller. Go ahead, caller. What's your contribution this morning? Wait,
Good morning.
All right, let me go to our next line. I'll go to our next.
All right, you lost that one?
Yeah, let me go to our next line. Oh boy.
With Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Good morning, caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gongi report this morning?
Morning, Andy. Lennox.
Good morning.
Andy.
Go ahead, caller.
I can't believe this Prime Minister. Hello?
We are hearing you loud and clear.
Yeah, we are hearing you loud and clear, sir.
I can't believe this Prime Minister running this country so dotish. Why you don't get on Roger and them the refinery if you don't know what to do? Where you going on there begging it? But this man is an evil, dotish man, boy. He ain't supposed to be running this country. Roger and them supposed to shut down the country for that. You don't want to give them, you go in Guyana and begging. Then I want to help for week. There's something wrong with this man, boy. Nah, that's not normal. Later.
Thank you very much, caller. Oh boy. Next caller, let's run it short and sweet. Or let's try to make it short and sweet. Morning caller, where calling from? What's your contribution to the Gongi report this morning?
Pleasant good morning to you, Mr. Andy. Tokoman here.
Go ahead, Tokoman.
Yeah, well, what is happening, a little update. We found out exactly who is the developer across the road one. I wouldn't say it on air. I will, of course, call off here and give you that information. In addition to that, our lawyer is doing some other things for us in connection with that issue up there.
Very good.
However,
let's hear.
Last week I called in connection with a woman or some people who have some water bill in Forward Samana.
Yes.
And I was told, of course, to get some documentation. Yesterday I went there. And driving from through Brazil and through Talparo and getting to Mondinevo and then the Forward School. The road is so terrible that when you leave there and come back down, you have to change 4 shocks. That's how terrible the road is.
Oh, God.
In addition to that, when I went up there, I did a video. I sent it to you this morning and the WhatsApp bill.
All right.
The gentleman one of the gentlemen owes $10,120, and pipes is run and haven't gotten water in 8 years. In addition to that, 5 other persons have bill amounting to 8,000 and change, and up to now they haven't gotten water in 8 years. And persons also in Guayco Tamana haven't gotten water in 1 year and more. The playing field is in a deplorable condition in that persons come there, and when they come to, of course, practice and so on, there's a trench almost in the middle of the playing field where you could break your foot. No toilet facilities. They have to use the neighbor toilets. Whoever come to play sports, the neighbor toilets next door, who don't have any water, have to pay truck to bring water for him. And the public, of course, uses it, and he, of course, doesn't get any compensation. More than that, the lights was put up at the playing field, and up to now, more than 3 years have not been commissioned. So places like that, you don't hear about it unless somebody go. But I went personally yesterday, and apart from the roads, as I said, the WhatsApp bill, I mean, when you look at that, and I sent a copy of the bill for you all this morning so you can see, it is so wicked, it is so evil in that we have the UNC on your right and the PNM on your left. And as the gentleman said in the video, it's only 12 votes they get up there, and they are in the middle, and nobody is concerned about them. Absolutely. And children have to leave from miles to go to school in that 4 Roads Tamana school. And it is not easy to get there, because from Talparo Junction to get there, to pay money to get there, I mean, 2.5 miles to get to the school. And the condition of the road is so bad. Listen, firstly I said to myself, I ain't going back up there. But then I said, listen, it is for a cause. And that's the reason why I went. So, you know, I call on the minister and the WASA and also the member of parliament, which is a UNC member of parliament, which is Dr. Rai Ragbir. Even on the Minister of Public Utilities, to do something for the people. I mean, the people of God is like, they have been forgotten for years. Think about, you haven't gotten water for 8 years. And person who ain't get water for 2 years is calling and complaining. And it's 8 years we talking about. Thank God for rain. Because thank God for rain, and I mean, you have to fork out money and buy your own water. It is terrible. So I want you all to look into that, because they must have some kind of relief. It has been too long.
Repeat the name, repeat the address again, the general area.
It's 4 Roads Tamana, from Talparo Junction. Right? You go, you make a left, and you from that junction is 2.5 miles. There's a sign there with Talparo, Las Lomas, and so on. 2.5 miles to get to the school. Right? I would also call your number, Mr. Lennox, and I will give you a telephone number of the gentleman who lives next to the playing field, who has to allow people to use his facilities. And that's the same gentleman, that's one of them, have the bill for $10,120.
Yeah, watching him in the blue jersey.
Yes, that's correct. I am there. Yours truly is there.
Yeah, I seen you with the documents. I seen you with the document in hand. I watching here too. I watching the WhatsApp bill. $10,336. Wow.
Very good. So, as I said, I will call Mr. Lennox off and I will give him the gentleman telephone number so he could liaise with him.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nice Tamana, because you're saying Toko Main Road, North, Mendoza Road, 16 Tamana. MM16 Tamana. All right, well, we have information.
What he said just now, the revelation he gave us, raises another issue that, whilst it was almost theory, but we know the nature of the beast that we're dealing with as far as this government is concerned. Notice that the road paving program, remember we said what they will be doing is paving those main thoroughfares like the highways and so on, where people could see and they will get the impression that because it's high profile, high visibility, they'll say, they start to pave, boy, and leave the minor roads. But of course, that is an example of a minor road that has been left, of course, to deteriorate. Whilst they claim they are having, of course, a multi-million-dollar road paving program. Dr. Rowley having said that he suspended the repairs to roads and the development of the potholes as a consequence, because he was trying to save our lives during the COVID. But of course, it turned out that more deaths than anywhere else in the world per capita, Trinidad and Tobago has been the victim. So it what we have been saying, and that we understand the nature of the
your internet, boy.
Things for their own.
We lost a couple of seconds here. Your internet.
Aggrandizement.
Your internet. We lost a couple of seconds here. Oh boy, oh boy, boy. Yeah, well, like, yeah. Because then you did get the information, right? You get the information from the man, right?
Okay, good.
You got it right. Let me see something here. You did get the information, not so?
I have not.
The play. All right.
I've not taken that yet. I'll look at it.
All right. I just had to get back. I think Miss Santa Cruz did send me sometime that MP for that area. Let me see. So UNC MP, let me see if I want to raise that issue. So in that way, we will show that it is in the hands of the person. So let's see. Yeah, she did. All right. Yeah, let me make a call.
Toko Manzanella, it means therefore is a UN.
Yeah. So let me call to find out if they.
The usual victimization would be.
But let he say it. Let he say it. I can't say that at all. He had to say that. The ground report can't say that.
Just in case you didn't get him, that is not unexpected, having regard to the nature and the conduct of this administration.
Yeah, they're bad. This government, they're bad. They ain't like nobody. They ain't like nobody. Right, let me see if I can get this. Oh, that number. Santa Cruz, that number is send that phone off, you know. While you're trying to get in contact with the MP for that area, you must have a next phone. Right? Dr. Rakbru. Let me get the name. I just had a day where you lost it back. Just now, but the line's open. The line's open by the time you all. I will try to get in contact with the MP. All get in contact with the MP for me. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Clarence. Mr. Clarence, a pleasant good morning to you. Faye, good morning. Ravi, aka Postman.com. The VK family and your family, your mother, father, all of you. Pleasant good morning to you all. Lines open. Morning call away, calling from. Well, let's send me that MP phone number, please. For Manzalena. They say it's a UNC MP. Let me make sure that we raise the issue live here on the ground report. All the lines open. Morning caller.
Andy morning, Kuva.
Go ahead, Kuva.
Andy, I don't want to get vexed. Because I just listened to what you're saying there, I'm saying, and I was in the corridor last night. I don't want to get vexed, Andy. Seeing what this man is doing to this country and the people in this country, why the people have this man, they still boy. This man turning everything upside down. This man turned the president's house upside down. The police commissioner upside down. Look what he do to Petrochin. Look what he do to Point Lisas. Right? Look what they do to Caroni. Right? When the people going to wake up? Everything this man destroying. Petrotrin. This man said Petrotrin was like an instrument. And you could do it all that. You only make up with a old iron. And that Petrotrin was feeding this country. It was keeping the high inflation rate down. It was keeping the high food prices down, the high gas prices down.
And people employed. And people employed. And people employed.
Listen,
and the fence line communities, the businesses in the fence line communities active. Now everybody closed down. Everybody in trouble.
Right? It's only a problem for Rowley and the government. The rest of the country was benefiting. And he don't want the people to live a comfortable life. And when I mean comfortable, a reasonable life. He like the crime. Yes, he want people to go and do more murder. Because by doing these things, that is what he encouraging. How people are going to survive. Man have to find a way to survive. And if they have to rob an next person, they're going to do it. What it is Rowley doing? And the people are allowing him. Listen now, man. When he said that about Petrotrin is a refinery. Yes, but what we get from it? Petrotrin refine oil. We get oil for engine, right? We get grease. We get different levels of gas.
We get bitumen.
Diesel.
We get bitumen. We get jet fuel. We get diesel. We get gas. We get regular gas.
We get LPG.
Oil.
We get natural gas.
Plenty down products.
All of that is from the fracking when you're boiling the crude. So how he could say that has no value? Something wrong with that man, why?
But look,
the man need to go and see go in the madhouse or something, why?
But look,
because
he's talking. But he's talking about he technically in that conference in Ghana talk about the effectiveness and the importance of a refinery there, you know, and still say, we're looking to sell it. You looking for a buyer?
Why he father one? Like see father one, he from Tobago. He know how that come here in 1914. He know why they build that here. That is the only plan in the country, in the world, have a road running through it. Petrotrin is a historical thing. Rowley with no brain. He had a brain. Because if he had brain, he would have cherished that the gem of Trinidad and Tobago. When they buy from Texaco, when Chambers buy from Texaco and put the country into recession, they buy it for a reason. They buy it for weed. That is for weed. That is inheritance. What's wrong with Rowley? When we're going to get rid of it? Look at Point Lisas. I was working in Point Lisas. I used to go in all the plan. I had a job to go in all the plan and drop out material and take up people and whatnot. I didn't realize there's 10 ammonia plants we have and 7 methanol. I was checking 5. And these plants depend on natural gas to run. We get ammonia, right? We get methanol, and some of them making urea, fertilizer. And them plant running at idle speed right now because they can't get gas. And because of Rowley, since he getting power, right? And right now the world need fertilizer for farming. We cannot have our own agriculture in Trinidad. We taking all the agricultural land and giving it to the Gaboon and the Sabgan and the beginning only as farmers, how do you call it, super farm and Price Smart and Courts and Penny White. We gonna eat that. Them taking carny agricultural land and destroying it and giving it to their friend and family. Look at the aggregate product up in the Arima side, how much they have to give to their friend. And people are allowing this government to do it. So now they tell the people go start to eat more like in Haiti. Because they are allowing the government to dictate and tell them what they want. This government not supposed to be dictated for the people. The people supposed to be telling the government what they have to do. And if they can't do it, get out. Right? Look at what they're doing to Point Lisas. Listen now, man, this country really reached mayhem, you know. Look at the state of the road, but we have a big pitch lake in this country, boy, Andy boy. We supposed to have the best road in the world. We have the best pitch, one of the best quality pitch in the world. We sell that to China. And China making super highway from India to all over China. They're making with we pitch. And we suffering down here for road because of the government. Right? No normal person didn't go and sign over that. No normal person didn't want to destroy Point Lisas. No normal person didn't want to destroy Petrotrin to cover up corruption and get rid of Gary. Come on, people, listen, man. I locked on Andy.
Thank you so much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Next caller. Very good contribution.
Continues. Very good. Very conscious. Very, very conscious. That is what you want.
Before I take the next call, again, Trinidad and Tobago, listen to our Prime Minister in Guyana offering people to buy we refinery when it just taken we $2 billion just over like $2 billion to open back we refinery, boy. Guyana put things in place for energy security for the country. Rowley, where is Trinidad and Tobago energy security, boy? If you don't get back in place, the cost of living will keep going up, you fool. Even if it is being gained oil fines, Dr. Rowley, you could use the refinery when oil going back down. We go buy cheap oil, we go bring it back here, refine it, and in the oil, if the frackers demand say we go get all of that out of the oil, we go get the oil, we go get the diesel, we go get the bitumen, we go get everything we go get. Man,
including regular gas for our fisher folks.
Ah, boy. Listen to this Trinidad and Tobago. Dr. Rowley again.
Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley said investments in infrastructure and technology can be a huge financial burden and can hinder progress at times. At the International Energy Conference in Guyana, Dr. Rowley made mention of the various collaborations with regional partners in the energy sector that TNT is embarking upon, including with Guyana, Venezuela, and Haiti.
Trinidad and Tobago has the energy infrastructure to monetize hydrocarbon resources produced by its Caribbean neighbors, and can do that now. The country possesses 10 ammonia plants, 7 methanol plants, 4 LNG plants, an iron and steel complex with a peak performance utilized as feedstock 4 BCF of natural gas per day, and an oil refinery which recently produced up to 140,000 barrels of oil per day.
Dr. Rowley said right now the country's natural gas production is on average 2.8 billion cubic feet per day.
And we are still exploring the market for a user for the refinery as mentioned. Trinidad and Tobago therefore provides a viable option for those countries that wish to optimize the monetization of their hydrocarbon resources without incurring substantial capital expenditure, not to mention delay in monetization.
The Prime Minister called the Dragon gas deal between this country and Venezuela an example of government-to-government cooperation in relation to the ability to monetize natural resources.
We are open to discussion with all our other Caribbean neighbors on the monetization of their hydrocarbon resources in Trinidad and Tobago's infrastructure. We would also wish to assist you in developing programs to meet necessary training needs of your energy personnel.
The Prime Minister said the expertise can be found in both state and private sector agencies.
As an emerging major oil and gas producing region, we have a window of opportunity to take a proactive approach to leveraging our collective knowledge and expedite our expertise to optimize new opportunities going forward.
Dr. Rowley called for the energy resources of the region to be used to build energy security and to benefit all people in the region. Alicia Boucher, TV6 News.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
And notice government to government, so we have to weave into that. This government doesn't have the moral or ethical platform to wrest that kind of arrangement into their hands, simply because they have eviscerated Section 7 of the procurement legislation that speaks to, of course, the procurement regulator monitoring what they are doing as far as government to government arrangement. They have taken that out so that they alone, and then tell us, of course, they signed some kind of secret arrangement or non-disclosure clauses. So Dr. Rowley and they simply are unfit, they are toxic, they are infected, they are conflicted, and therefore should jettison out of office with immediacy.
Go ahead, caller.
Now.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
You got the number for me,
Coco? Yeah, I'm again.
You got the MP for the area number for me?
I'll send you the number for Dr.
For who?
Yes, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp, and I'll also send you the number for the guy in Forward Stamina.
All right, I will give him a
on
call
WhatsApp.
too. But I want to call the MP for the area to let me see if he's aware and make it aware live.
I'll send that number for you too. I'll send that number for you too.
All right.
I'll send that number for you too.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next caller. Oh boy. Go ahead, Mr. Tunapuna. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, fellas. Ground report. Tunapuna.
Good morning.
Lennox, let me tell you something. I want to believe Keith Rowley is under some substance because he became behaving like an addict. And I'll tell you why I say that. Lennox, in 1965, the mighty sniper sang Portrait of Trinidad. You remember that song, Lennox?
Very, very distinctly, yes.
Right. And in this the Calypso, he said, our sugar and oil is really refined. Our pitch flake is the greatest one of its kind. Just imagine these three things, eh? He talked about our sugar and our oil is really refined. Both of them have closed down. Our pitch flake is one of its kind. We have no benefit of that because apparently we don't know the secret deal that Rowley and them deal transact with the Chinese and them for owning that. That is as a consequence of our roads cannot be repaired. And by the closure of Petrotrin, we cannot get bitumen to do the repairs of our roads. Just to show you, by just these things alone, what the PNM do, close down Caroni, close down Petrotrin, no production, nothing at all. And the consequence of that, what a damage it has done to the economy of this country. I want to tell people this. Keith Rowley, you always say that you are the best salesman. But people there in that energy conference, and you know who I blame for that too, Lennox? The energy chamber with Tackway Driver and these fellas and them. Because all these fellas and them who profess to be the czars of the energy sector, I think with them fellas would have sit down and talk to the Prime Minister and say, hey, so, you can't do that. That you're destroying the backbone of this country by the closure of Petrotrin and whatnot, I think. But you went there because here why? Those people who were sitting there in that meeting, they're not ordinary people, you know. These is people who have refineries. These people are the people who are in the energy sector. We are not in the energy sector because we have closed down our refinery. What we're doing is buying gas. We're buying to supply and support our country. We're not in no energy business. So what you went there to do was ready to try to tell them, to influence them about this gas deal with Maduro that you sign on to and whatnot, and the benefit that Trinidad could be derived from that. You understand? So it has nothing to do with that thing, fella. We also talking about Trinidad and Tobago have the expertise. All the expertise that we have here have left this country. So if it is that we had to resuscitate the energy sector here, Petrotrin and whatnot, you know what we would have to do, Leno? We would have to look for foreigners to come and run our energy sector here. And not with PNM, because as you see, all indicators that Rowley and them is hell-bent on not resuscitating Petrotrin because of the fact of that investigation with that A and B drilling, with he and his partner, the backsheller, the fraud that was committed against this country. To avoid an investigation, you shut down a multi-billion-dollar industry and have our country crying out today and ground report. Something has to be done. There have to be an investigation. Then people laughing at Rowley, you know, because you come there with no position. You cannot make no contribution to that meeting there because you're not in the energy business. You're not in it. I want to tell people this. Keith Rowley, you ought to be investigated. But then again, how are you going to do it? Ola Christie for the police here, the DPP, the Commissioner of Police, nothing, nobody to investigate them. And let me tell people something. This issue with when they talk about this new appointment at the HGC board with this boy, Noel Garcia. Noel Garcia is the equivalent of Coca-Cola Hart when Patrick Manning was there. Because Keith Rowley, remember when he said that he was in the cabinet, and when he raised the issue with Cola Hart with Patrick Manning, he was put out of the cabinet, he lied to the population. Let me tell you what went on there. The opposition was crying out about the corruption with Cola Hart and whatnot. And Keith Rowley never said anything. It's when he see this again, the background music, Andy. Hello?
Go ahead. It's when he says something when he see.
What he did is this. He never cried out about Cola Hart or nothing like that. It is when he see that the opposition was pressuring Patrick Manning with Cola Hart and the corruption and whatnot. He sees this opportunity. He said, I get an opportunity now to attack Patrick Manning based on the issue that the opposition was raising with Cola Hart and whatnot. And therefore, this is when he decided that, all right, I will use this opportunity to speak out. But he was really never, he was there and just sitting and enjoying it. But was never interested in nothing. But as I say, he waited until an opportune time. And then he took things with attack man, and then he went to Lucky 2 and all them kind of things. So understand what is going on.
Yes.
We in a serious position here with this notorious, this addict. This man have no interest. Anybody could sit down and see. Let me put it, the fine minds of this country could sit down and see that anything that Rowley is doing to the benefit, redounding to the benefit of the country, and more so to the poor people, nothing is more tax and all this kind of thing, digging deeper into your pocket. And if we're going to have a country of so much depression that we're going to have better street dwellers, vagrants and all that kind of thing in this country, we're going to have an increase in crime. Is everything going down and down, brother? As long as this drug addict prime minister we have and obsessed with power. And you see what he do? He makes sure that he contaminate all the institutions, the commissions and whatnot, from the president to the speaker, the house, and you name it. And
but drug addict has in the power he possess, right? Because remember, we had to clear that. Because they will send letters saying, you saying the man is a drug addict.
A political drug addict.
Oh, political drug addict.
Because what he is doing, Andy, is nothing to benefit the poor people of this country. And you can't tell me you as a prime minister voted, and they see that again, and they say it's good for the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
30 seconds again, Mr. Tunapuna, go ahead.
He tell all that damn stupid. He shut down Petrotrin, and he do all they do. He send no workers some TSCT, all about and whatnot. And you know these people come back, Andy boy, and vote back PNM in power, boy. I mean, who had to be more dotish than the people of this country? Understand what I tell you? And this man they call Garcia, you have very serious questions to answer, But again, Andy, who going to guard the guard?
There's no one there. There's no one there. There's no one to guard the guard.
There is no one. They're doing what they want. Rowley calling the shot, and nobody free. Everybody free to challenge Rowley. Everybody.
Because of victimization, the man will victimize them. Because remember, they want something, and they don't want to lose nothing.
You can't victimize the judiciary. Them is an independent body. But you see, I tell you something. Somewhere along the line, some of these people looking for promotion within the judiciary, from a judge to be a justice, to be a this and that, and all kind of thing. Some of them looking for briefs and all that kind of thing. Well, fortunately now, I see Martin Daly, he gets some sense in his head. Although he is one of the man I hold responsible for things when he moved the freedom of the central bank from the freedom of information. He advised man in what to do and how to go about it. And that was removed when the opposition was questioning about corruption and whatnot. I think Martin Daly, all you're too late, All you're too late. And unless the justice, the law association, and all these people don't come out and speak out, and I have a widespread protestation. Because forget the trade union, forget the media, forget the Calypsonians. All of them dead. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, morning caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning.
I just wanted to say one thing to Mr. Smith.
Yes. Hello.
Go ahead and say it. Caller.
Hello?
Yeah, you did. You had to say it.
Go ahead.
Andy, could you tell Mr. Smith, please? I'm waiting to get for him to get in touch.
He's there. He's waiting to hear you. You go ahead and talk to him.
I will be in contact with you. I will be in contact. I'm extremely occupied by some urgent matters, but I will get in contact with you before the week finishes.
All right. Andy,
All right.
you elicited, talking with Andy, you elicited a commitment from me that I reward Mr. Smith for his job.
No.
Mr. Smith, is there going to be a discount for delays?
No. I was just showing that for people, other people. It had nothing to do with you.
No. That is right. Mr. Smith is not working. This is
That's right. That's right. No, Andy. The caller is correct,
right? But the fact of the matter is, Andy stood up and made that pronouncement, and he must be applauded for it. But
Definitely.
the other side has to be efficient. There shouldn't be any delays.
Oh.
Andy has already brokered the deal. Why is there a delay by Mr. Smith? That is the issue. So she's asking if there's going to be a discount for the fact of this delay.
Oh, yeah, but you have a discount every delay in you?
Yes. All right.
Well, all in the spirit of good humor.
Thank you very much.
Mikey
I gotta contact with you before the week finishes.
Oh gosh, Mikey, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Well, you heard your prime minister. You heard your prime minister. Still, that man still want to pipe out the refinery, boy. That man still want to sell. That man don't know, boy. That man.
I think. Bottom line, I sense that he realized that the United States has given him a forest of poison ivory, and he's now making overtures to others to come in to use the infrastructure that we have. Because remember, we still have about 2 billion cubic feet capacity of unused space in our infrastructure that can be filled by other sources. Maybe he's talking to Ghana. There's exploitation, of course, in Grenada, Barbados as well. Even though that would take some time to come to market or to be monetized, but he's making the overture because he has recognized that, of course, he got a bad deal with respect, of course, to the license that the United States gave him, a program that will, at minimum, start to bring gas at least 3 to 4 years, but they gave him a license for 2 years. But however, the United States is able now to come to Trinidad to seek their interests. So they will they therefore will be able to closer take action and, of course, monitor the activities of this administration. Dr. Rowley, you have been outfoxed.
Well, I think so, Lennox. I think basically what you're saying is correct, especially looking at the timeline. When you talk about a 2-year license, what Dr. Rowley is talking about takes quite a while. It takes anywhere to 3 years to have it built. It takes about 2 years to actually build the infrastructure. You're talking about everything, including $300 to $400 million US. If you have to budget that could be a 7-year span. Take in consideration, of course, that in 2024, which is next year, the U.S. is going to the polls. And if it is that the Republicans were able to take the White House, then, of course, that entire thing would not pan out to be beneficial at all. So there are so many different factors involved here. And, of course, geopolitics is playing out. And as well as that, in the backdrop, there are new economies. And we'll look at that when the new economies that are developing. But the self-proclaimed #1 salesman, Dr. Keith Rowley, was at hard work yesterday, they say, as he marketed this country as the region's best bet for a brighter energy future. That's what he's saying. And he said that the regional energy landscape does not equip any single country to meet the energy security requirements of the region. A cooperative approach allows for shared risk and diversified perspectives, and will facilitate the development and execution of innovative solutions to the challenges associated with the energy demand for the region. That's saying a lot and basically saying nothing at the same time. And there's a lot of backtracking here because, again, this government is not real. Even their supporters and members know that they are hanging on, just barely hanging on. The backdrop of this is when a man comes to the public, and of course, when he says it to his members, is that what reaction we would have, learning that this country may only have enough gas to last for the next 10 to 12 years. And the reality of that is that the state would not be able to afford to give the population certain things, more of nothing that we are currently getting at this time. So he is saying, listen, this deal is good, man. We need to now forge a relationship, get this market going, because my back is against the wall. My political career here is at an end, and my government simply cannot continue to just lie and with the hopes of getting away with it, because the people, they're waking up. And many of us who have been awakened ever since the pushback movement, we know we can pick sense from nonsense. It doesn't add up. Nobody at that conference wants to get themselves tied up in a liability. Nobody at that conference wants to enter a deal with so many geopolitical complexity. Nobody at that conference could look and see what the PNM track record is as far as success in dealing with these issues. Nobody there, after assessing all of that, wants to get involved with many of these deals that they're talking about. A man went to Caracas, come back and didn't tell us nothing. And here he is in Guyana with his boss, telling people this is the best thing since sliced bread, but he hasn't spoken to us as yet since he returned from Caracas. People are playing us for fools, and we need to start targeting the separatists in this country. The people who want to divide the love along ethnic lines. We cannot hate others more than we love ourselves. And if we love ourselves, we understand we have a responsibility, a patriotic responsibility to the future generation. Everything is going to be gone. These people wipe out the middle class, you know. This government single-handedly wiped out the middle class.
So true.
They have nothing to hinge the budget on. They have no direct foreign investment. They have nothing to reignite the economy. So your pocket, your purse, your wallet, your savings, your nest egg, what you put aside, your dust is what they're relying on to govern this country when it comes to a budget. So how much more are we going to give? Andy Lennox people, how much more do we intend to give?
If you can't get no more, it have nothing more. It have nothing more that the people could give again. They don't take everything. How we go get from nothing?
So true.
If it had nothing to give it, we can't get from nothing. And just to enforce what you said by the government wiping out the middle class, and the middle class is part of the vulnerable people right now too. As the most vulnerable, the middle class now become under the same belt of most vulnerable. Listen.
You see that air condition comment? It is as callous as the coal pot and the macaroni pie comment. The lady across here summed it up nicely. When she went to legal aid, she was told she does not qualify. Under this PNM government, the middle class has become vulnerable because we cannot apply for grants, we cannot qualify for anything. But we are losing our jobs, we are losing our businesses, we are losing everything. And thanks to the 4 and 5 and 6 fuel increase that they laugh about, now this, we have now become the vulnerable in society. So the RIC must take into account that when they talk about the most vulnerable in society. Having an air condition in a hot country is no longer something bouge. Driving a car in a crime-riddled country is no longer bouge. Eating macaroni pie, ham, bicycle and all kind of things is no longer bouge. We have no middle income and we have no middle class anymore. The cost of living is so high. We have nothing left. Our disposable discretionary income is gone. And we cannot stand and apply for grants. We cannot. So that has to be considered when you all talk about if you can afford air condition, well, you don't need no rebate.
I don't recall saying that.
You said it.
Nice. So you are correct. You heard it for yourself, Mikey K. The middle class are part of the vulnerable, and what hurting the middle class more, because they was at that level, they cannot afford, they cannot apply to be able to access nothing as the poor man. When they reach the stage of the poor man now.
That's right.
Well, it's obvious because the salary would be the same, and that would qualify them not to have any kind of welfare assistance. But I think the opposition leader would have put things in perspective when she said, you cannot tax people into prosperity. and of course, we are facing the prospects after Carnival, of course, of property tax, an additional tax on, and therefore a burden on these vulnerable groups that Dr. Rowley has created.
My God. Mikey,
I think
go ahead and let's take some calls.
Before we open the lines, I think we need to put things in perspective.
Go ahead.
How is our country being governed? I mean, we've gone past lies now. How is our country being governed? All right, so there's no direct foreign investment. We don't intend to see any sort of increase or growth in our domestic economy. So you're going to tax us to death. You're going to create distractions in the midst of all of that. I mean, really and truly, people, this is what we accepted. The middle class has been wiped out. Andy just played for you. That was one of the RIC consultations, Marshall Walker. The middle class has been wiped out. You know that. As much as you locked onto the ground report, you live in the reality. You know that you had something put aside. You was a two-car household, 2 vehicles. Is either you have somebody out there driving one to bring in a little money to supplement your income, or the mere fact you had to sell one. Because Susie needs braces, Roger needs lessons. You cannot deprive your children, because each and every one of us as a parent want to ensure that our children get better than what we had or how we had it coming up. You want to make sure that you take pride in that. You tell them, hey, when I was your age, I didn't have so-and-so, you should be lucky, You made that possible. You work hard. You made your personal sacrifice. Now somebody is telling you, listen, I have no idea, I have no plan, I have no vision, so I need that money in order to govern this country. When did that become your responsibility? After you were out there putting your shoulders to the wheel, working hard, ain't body, ain't nobody, doing what you had to do because you wanted to be independent and provide a roof over your head, food on the table, and you wanted to put clothes on your children's back and pay your bills when the month comes. When did this become your responsibility? And who voted for this? And whether you voted for it or not, you understand the reality is not only now on your doorstep, but you're living it every single day. How many of you, when they ask the question, how much confidence you have in the justice system in this country? Little or none. Why they don't go around and ask that? There's no party card to ask that. There's no red, no yellow, no green. That's a real question. How much confidence
no Indian African. No, no Indian African tax.
Nothing about ethnicity deals with that. Yeah. Nothing about ethnicity. So forget about the separatists. The separatists only want us to be divided when it financially and economically benefits them. But let's look at the reality. How many of you, how much confidence you have in the justice system? How many of you are looking at independent offices and saying to yourself, my God, what has happened here? It seems to be that political hand that is playing out. How many of you are watching and seeing your freedom, your rights, your civil liberties being eroded on a daily basis? And how many of you are around people who are not even conscious of that? And you ask yourself, my God, where we going? How is our country being governed? And why are we simply just abiding by this madness? Andy, this thing doesn't make sense. How much confidence we have in this system? How much confidence we have that there's going to be the economy is going to have some growth? How much confidence we have that in the education system that we are going to see different areas where children are going to be able to academically elevate themselves? How much confidence we have in the medical system when we remember the amount of people who died, our loved ones, our friends, our families that died under these tents and on these wards, gasping for breath, and nobody came to their aid. We live in this reality every single day. And no separatists can come here and try to divide us because we know what is real. Don't divide the love because they know once we connect what's going to happen. This election and moving forward is all about ensuring that separatists do not put their hands in our affairs because they want to divide us so they can benefit. We have to say no to that.
So truth. So truth, Mikey. You only talk there, You preach. Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. Let's take a few calls before we go for a quick break and come back. Morning caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Morning, Tagarigo. Mikey, I just bounce up some character. I'd like to take a hacksaw, open the skull, and examine the brain if it's different. Then you had them people for 5 years, they ain't do nothing. All you only had to say, banana, and they're going for it. And look what they voted. And they suffer for 5 years. They run back and vote this man for 5 years again. So we look for that. They look for that. That's why I don't give these suckers nothing. Not a lucky Trinidad. Let them dead.
Oh boy. Next caller, morning caller. Where are you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
That love gone. Good morning.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey,
of Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Andy, and I would like to send out condolences to Mr. Kelvin Khan, the guy who died on the accident. Condolences to his family. May God.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The truck driver?
The young man. Right? From his batch, we send condolences to his family, that may God give them strength, courage, and to go through this ordeal. And once again, drivers of this truck and all on the road, all try and adopt some common sense, please, because all hurting innocent people. And Andy, now back to the topic. When Rowley say that he sell the gas in Trinidad before we could get the gas on the well, and we owe him money and pray that the hole wet and we could get something from the hole. Pray, and when he gives Shell give him $100,000 US for education. That is why they cut all the scholarship down to 100, because why? The Shell president has said it again. I take responsibility for the statement. They are corrupt and they are thieving out our wealth. And now he go and when Mr. Rodney Charles tell him, why don't you think about Guyana? It was fit to sit down with Guyana. He said, no. Why if you want to do Guyana, why you don't go? You see where he is now? Like a vagrant begging Guyanese for the gas, for Shell, to negotiate for Shell to get the deal. No. You see where Ryder, right? And the president, when they had the forum here, when the president, Excellency Ali of Guyana, Joe's talking about when Rowley passed behind him and watching like squad. They don't really care about anything about the people. And one thing I want to say, Andy, and my kid will hurt home. Eric William thief the black people identity after slavery in the world and in the Caribbean. Eric William thief the identity and put them in modernized slavery. It's time we talk about slave. And when Mr. Kamla Prasad Bisesa come and break the yoke, and Mr. Bazir Pandey tell them, no, master, they're done. They don't want that. They try to hoodwink, and you can see every day on social media where the illiterate try to mislead them, just like the slave masters and them had their own slave telling them what the slaves are going to do for freedom. And I want people to know that carnival, they tell you if you throw mud, you throw anything, or you walk with your bikini, or you hold a placard, right? It's against the law. Since when carnival comes so, full dictatorship. Because when Hugo Chavez started, he started with the entities and the governors and the regulators of the state. Now, Rowley do the same thing. And you see what they do with Roger Gasper? They come home to roost now because Paris and Nelson, he didn't stand up for them. And he went again, he do the right thing. So all the judge it now. Have a nice day. I'll leave all the thing for that.
Thank you very much, caller. Oh boy, let me take two more quick calls. Trinidad and Tobago, two quick calls before we go for a quick break and come back. Oh boy, or let me make it short and sweet. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Yes, good morning, Andy.
Go ahead, Clive Nunez. Oh boy.
I am 54 years young.
Play internet, go close to the internet, Clive Nunez.
Okay.
Your internet breaking up. We just see so much a year is young or something. Try again. Talk.
Today.
Nah, boy. Mr. Tunapuna call Clive Nunez now. Tell him that his phone ain't working good at all.
Let him know that his content is like the file. Parts of it are missing. So please, if he could go somewhere and get some stable internet.
Morning, caller.
Morning, Ground Report. Shower.
Go ahead, Sanwa.
Morning. I tell you, it's a sad show, right? Every day, but Trinidad is not a real place, right? Or it's supposed to start to show that Trinidad is not a real place. Because at the end of the day, Dr. Rowley coming I mean, he went over in Guyana and begging the people in Guyana to buy the oil refinery. I thought he had investors up in America. I thought in Buddy telling everybody that how the PNM giving the Petrotrin company, the OWTU, the ownership of the Petrotrin. I thought they were telling people that. It's a pack of lies, and more lies. Dr. Rowley is a compulsive liar. And the government is a compulsive lying government too. They're lying to the people and painting a picture with I can't say the word, but it's not a good picture they're painting in this country to show the people here. It's a fake picture. It's not no Casabon. It's a garbage one. At the end of the day, the people will pay the price because you see that oil refinery, it will be worth zero. Because to bring it up, it will cost billions more, not millions, billions more than what it costs now.
So true, and it will cost us approximately at this point in time about $2 billion and something dollars, right? But the opposition, jump high, jump low, is saying that so long as they come back in government, they will be opening back up the People's Refinery. Kamla Prasad, the sister, said she'll be opening back up, making the investment to open back the refinery.
That oil refinery will be worth $3 billion to bring back by the time she come back. We're talking the next 3 years, you know.
Well, boy,
then this man go as if he went to pipe it out in Guyana, but the people watching here and maybe laughing.
But even if we put out $3 billion when that time reach, we will make back that money because we can't lose. We're an oil and gas producing country. We need to have a refinery. We need to be energy efficient because if we leave it so, gas prices and food prices will keep going up. The cost for government to do things will keep going up too because people buying bitumen to the outside, you know. The roads go get worse because contractors paying more for bitumen too. Understand? So they have no choice. That whether it's $3 billion, they have to spend it and start back the refinery. They have to. And the Kamla Prasad, the says, and the UNC said, getting a chance again, they will open back the refinery, caller. They said that. Right? They said they will open back the refinery. And anybody saying that is something good to my ears. It's music to my ears. Because it means I never expect the fishermen and them will be able to get back the regular gas. We might be able to now drop prices, drop the gas prices on them here. We will have no choice but to organize and put back the thing with the takeaway. Where you take away again, Mikey? Innsbruck. Where is the
subsidies?
The subsidies. Yeah. They will have no choice to put back subsidies, drop back diesel, and things will change around, you know. Because with that going on, then call for the taxi association on them to drop their prices. Call then with the subsidies coming in with the fuel. Then they call now for the manufacturers and them to drop their food prices too. It could happen by just take out the will, boy. You have people that have the will to want to do that. This government don't have no will for that. Them just have the will to tax we. Tax we till we dead. I the will.
Well, yeah, tax you and victimize you.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. So tax you and victimize you. They want to track every dollar so they can know where you are and where you spent it. They want to convince you that you can stay at home and do every job possible from your home, so that way less people will be on the roadway, so they would have to spend less money to manage the roads. I mean, it may not sound logical to us right-thinking citizens, but we don't have a right-thinking government, so you have to understand that. You know, and to wrap your mind around this, of course, is going to be quite a challenge. But that is the reality. That is the people that we're dealing with. They are going to track your every move. They want to make sure you have every dollar, every cent that you have. They want to make sure that if you want to take a dollar and give it to the yellow team to help them with their elections, that if they find out, they're going to victimize you, every businessman, every business person. That's what it's all about. They are setting up a plan where they believe that PNM is going to have a generational legacy to be there forever. That's it, people.
That is dictatorship.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Lennox. And I think what people are missing is that you need to stop carrying a slingshot to a gunfight, because they are more than willing to do whatever by any means necessary to stay there. It's not a matter of the fact that they know they have to go. They know that they cannot afford to go. They can't. They found themselves in a position that there is no life after politics for them. Not one of them.
That is true, you know. That is absolutely true. Tobago, we go for a quick break and come back. Don't lock that dial.
Tobago, a wake-up call though.
Because I know you all will want to answer back to what Mikey said there, what Lennox said. You all will want to have your say. So stay locked on to 104.7 More FM, the Ground Report. We're going to take a quick break and come back. Don't switch your dial at all. We'll be back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
There's a new drink that's transforming what you expect from a beverage. U-Juice is 100% natural and has the power of red ginseng, turmeric, ginger, and the world's strongest antioxidant, astaxanthin. Your new favorite drink has arrived. U-Juice, en route to the ultimate you.
U-Juice. And when we drink, we get a natural boost.
Wear something white. Saturday, February 18th. Your DJ, Rated R, DJ Junior, Untouchable Sounds, and from New York City, The Professionals. Wear something white. Saturday, February 18th, featuring Trinidad Killer.
We going right down.
Yankee Boy and Roy Nitro.
Out like garbage. I'm causing real damage.
It's happening on the 18th of February at The Zone in Navet. Wear something white.
Dimash Gras 2023 Metamorphosis. From mud to mass. A show designed to be explosive, full of vibrancy and beauty that will blow you away. We invite you to experience it on Sunday, February 19th, 7 p.m. Carnival City, Queens Park, Savannah. General tickets only $100. Reserved only $500. Available at the NCC head office, the Queens Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. This event is supported by Caribbean Airlines, White Oak, First Citizens, Coca-Cola, Presidente, Caribbean Bottlers, Blue Waters, and TTT. You won't want to miss this.
Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs. Get your eShop, PSN, Roblox, and Steam cards. Also get the latest PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Switch games. We have everyday specials, 2 for $500 on games for everyone. Shop online at sheltechelectronics.com and get even more discounts. Visit us at 11 to 13 Frederick Street, Capital Plaza, Port of Spain. Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs.
Looking for good quality tires, wheels? The place to be. Racetrack Wheels. Recognized as the #1 wheel center in the Caribbean. Customer satisfaction at its best. We are the sole distributor for the top performing tires. Salem, Atrezzo, and Achilles tires. Truck and off-road tires also available. Over 2,000 different styles to choose from at our showroom. So come in and check us out today. Get your vehicle outfitted by the professionals. Racetrack Wheels. 3D computerized alignment, wheel balancing, and nitrogen services provided at all 3 locations. 330 Eastern Main Road, Aruca, 82 Bethany Road, Buku, Tobago, and 64 South Main Road, Chase Village. For further information, contact us at 642-1539-285-9168. You won't regret it. Better be safe than sorry, guys.
Carnival Beach Secondary School is the place to be on Sunday, the 19th of February, featuring Eddie Charles, Anthony Batson, your DJs, Dr. Hyde, Sean 3.0, and the J-Wise. Powered Javi International Sound System will give you the power for Savannah Carnival Beach Secondary School on Sunday, 19th of February.
I reach, so they're ready to fit.
Yeah, there we go.
Pauline, I real hungry.
Again?
I'm feeling for some tasty, tender Royal Castle chicken. I could smell a Royal Castle aroma now. The snack box, the chicken, fish, and veggie sandwich combos, the wing combo, king and queen buckets, fries, coleslaw, fresh salad, potato salad.
Alright, we hungry now. Whoosh, we hungry now.
Welcome to Royal Castle's drive-thru.
Hi, good night. Give me a mega meal, please.
Coming up.
This Carnival, live with Royal Castle.
Monarch on the Avenue presents a cultural experience 2023. You won't want to miss this. From Wednesday, 1st of February till Ash Wednesday. Showtime, 8 p.m. nightly. Join us as we celebrate the arts, culture, and history of Trinidad and Tobago. Special performances by top local artists, dancers, and more. Admission is free. For further information, call 744-5324 or 771-5617. Monarch on the Avenue.
Barakan. Make sure you get tickets early, got them tickets selling already. We have icons, yes, we have legends, and the young upcoming sensations. Become party, social commentary. We have something for everybody. Pressure for them, joker, faker, and lows. Come to Kaiso House.
Kaiso House in the Barakan, Queen's Park, Savannah, January 27th to February 17th, 2023. Tickets available at
Kaiso House in the Savannah, Crosby's Music Center, St. James, Kamule Restaurant, San Fernando, Ulsa Complex, Grand Bazaar, and Tuco Main Office, Jerningham Avenue, Belmont. For more info, call 352-9474 or 303-7304. Meet me in the Barakan.
Looking to complete your home or business project? Well, the place is Michelin Hardware. We carry a large selection of roofing and plumbing supply, lumber, steel, water tanks, tools, and more. Get your sand, gravel, sand filled by the bag, yard or load. No one beats our prices. Visit us at M&R Building, number 97, Eastern Main Road, Aruka, or call 646-2144. WhatsApp 327-7761. Michelin Hardware.
Are you disappointed by astrologers and pundits? Then meet third generational Pandit Narasimha. He uses traditional methods and gives solutions in problems like marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all negativity, black magic, bad luck permanently. Specialist in reuniting with your ex. Call Pandit Narasimha 359-3939. That's 359-3939.
Carnival Thursday, 16th February. Everybody's heading to the big show on the big stage, Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah at 7:30 p.m. for the mother of all Kaisoramas as Tuco presents Kaisorama Reloaded 2023, the finals. Gather your friends and your crew and come to the National Extempo and new Freestyle in the Rama Grand Final with 16 finalists who will be crowned Extempo champion and who will be crowned the first Freestyle in the Rama champion. Come see for yourself. Special guest Nyla Blackman, Master Funny, and Brother Ebony. Your MCs Omari and Rockers. Get your tickets now. General 100, Special Reserve 200 at NCC Box Office and Kaiso House Box Office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and all Tuco offices. Carnival Thursday, 16 February, Queen's Park, Savannah, 7:30 p.m. is the Tuco National Extempo and Freestyle in the Rama Grand Finals.
Digital banking, online, RBC. RBC banking, online, pay your bills anytime. With RBC, it's safe and easy. Send your money hassle-free. RBC.
RBC Digital Banking is so easy. Granny and Granddad can do it. Bank online anytime from the comfort of your home. Sign up for online banking or download the RBC Caribbean app and start banking the digital way.
Digital banking, online, you can bank at any time.
Visit rbc.com/Caribbean/bank at home. At RBC, we know buying your new ride is a very personal experience with many decisions to make. That's why we leave the car choice to you and ask that you leave the rest to one of our RBC Auto Finance specialists, trained to provide sound advice and helpful solutions to make your dream car a reality. The RBC Auto Finance team is mobile, flexible, and will meet you almost anywhere. Visit rbc.com/lovemyride to connect with an RBC Auto Finance specialist in your area.
Whether you're looking for your first or new home or even using your existing home as equity, RBC understands that your journey to home ownership is unique and your mortgage financing should reflect that. That is why at RBC we have dedicated mortgage specialists that provide sound advice and helpful solutions to make your dream home a reality. Best of all, the RBC mortgage team is mobile, flexible, and will meet you almost anywhere. Visit rbc.com/take 60 seconds to connect with an RBC mortgage specialist.
The Senior Kings and Queens Semi-Finals and the Junior Kings and Queens Finals. 2 competitions, 1 night. An experience like no other. All crossing the big stage with costumes full of vivid colors, creativity, and authenticity. This Wednesday, February 15th, 7 p.m. at the Grand Stand, Queen's Park, Savannah. Experience the beauty of the costumes and the Senior Kings and Queens Semi-Finals and the Junior Kings and Queens Finals. General admission is only $100. Available at NCC Head Office, the Queen's Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. For further info, visit the NCC Facebook page or call 622-1670. This event is presented by the National Carnival Commission, supported by Caribbean Airlines, TTT, First Citizens, and Caribbean Bottlers.
This is the voice of the old school assassin, Music Chess. And you see Carnival Friday is the Carnival Friday Jam Down. Short Pants Party? Yes, Carnival Friday Jam Down at Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. Ladies in short pants, free before 10. And men, you pay $60 before 10. Is artists, DJs, is MC Biggs inside. And you know yours truly, Music Chess, coming to mash it up. Friday 17th, Carnival Friday. And Sunday is your Juve wind-up. We widen all the way up to Juve morning from 11 p.m. straight to Juve morning. Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. Friday, it's your Short Pants Party Jam Down. Sunday, it's your Juve wind-up. Moonlighting Park, Tunapuna. We outside.
From the heart of the Arima people, through the soul of the soca, from the dial that keeps time constant, to the earth that comes alive with revelry, the vibrant paint throwing like water in a kaleidoscope of color. The powder, with every jump fills the morning air, a cloud of color. This is we. We are Arimas. Arimas is Juve. Juve is Arimas. Come discover and enjoy a Juve morning experience like no other. Express yourself in color. Through soca under the eyes of the bamboo tree. Let the powder, paint, soca and sun rise on you in the east. ARIMAZ, Arimas. A production of SW Limited, Foreign Exchange Production, and DCLT.
More FM 104.7 is the official station of Arimas.
This Carnival 2023, TSB, Iowa George, and Team Not Sided bring to you Carnival Come Back.
Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize that me say Carnival come back again.
Carnival Monday night is we all. Meet us at Victoria Avenue. The boss of soca, the Waterlord, Neil, Iowa George, and all his soca disciples will be live.
Yes, people, the number one event for 2022 is back in 2023.
Carnival Come Back. Dress code is your best Monday wear. Also featuring Young Brother. Tier 1 tickets, females $250, guys $300. Groups of 5 ladies on 1 ticket, $750. VIP tier 1 starts at $350 female, $450 male, with white oak, punching, and beers inclusive. Tickets available on islandetickets.com and from all committee members. Carnival Monday night is we on. Carnival Come Back at Victoria Avenue.
Jugwa Juve! Jugwa Juve! It's Juve and Beach at the Beach Secondary School starting at 5 a.m. Juve morning in Beach from the Beach Secondary School at 5 a.m.
Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work. Wine and jam, wine up and again.
Jugwa Juve is taking off for a road experience like no other. We take you on a journey down the road with a vibe. It's paint, powder, water, mud, all in peace with the best DJs, on the road. Selector Andel, out of New York City. The professionals, untouchable sounds, and the DJ vibes. Jugwa Juve and Peace Juve Morning, the most anticipated Juve for 2023.
Trinity Lighting, 123 Western Main Road, St. James. Special on LED bulbs. Purchase 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. Trinity, they stock a wide variety of electrical supplies and specialize in light bulbs and parts for all your residential, commercial, marine, and medical fixtures. Remember, buy 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. 628-8373 or 622-6935. Check them out on Facebook, Trinity Lighting ETC LTD. Or shop online at trinityetc.com. In the Miami area, contact them at 305-354-2033 or 305-932-0727. Remember, be safe and wear your mask. Trinity Lighting welcomes you to their main store, 123 Western Main, St. James.
ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Saturday, 25th February, get ready for the first Carnival Cool Down Short Dance Party at the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria.
That is all I like. Don't tell me about what can be morning.
With Trisha Hamilton and Big Band Antics. Big Band Antics. DJ Sherwin Ranks and Digital Dice. The Old School Assassin Music Chest. Future Sounds and more. Advance tickets $60 at the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria. Saturday, 25th February. Get ready for the first Carnival Cool Down Short Pants Party. At the Office Restaurant and Pub, 7th Street, Barataria.
Come home, it's all you need. A little bit of city in the country. Sangre Grande is the place to be. DG Homes gives you luxury. Affordable, brand new. DG Homes come shining through. Step into reality, a home of possibilities. Dreams come true, it could be you. DG Homes, modern, luxurious living for all.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant, number 67, Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. For breakfast daily, Monday to Sunday, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the menu, sada roti, Friday, roast beef, pie, coffee, tea, Milo, vegetable pizza, pancakes with assorted vegetable. Lunch specials daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chicken pilau, $25. Assorted lunch from $25 to $40. Soup specials and crab and dumpling. Delivery of food available. De la la carte on the pavement from 6 p.m. until burgers, chicken sandwich, hot dogs, fries and chicken, nuggets, shrimp burger, gyros, and anything else you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your orders 7 days a week.
Green Dot continues to deliver internet connectivity to a wide range of communities in Trinidad. With our combination fiber and wireless network, you get the service you need wherever you live. Stream your favorite shows, enjoy online tuition, stay in touch with your work team, and connect with friends and family with internet service at a price you can afford. As communities continue to grow, we continue to deliver. Call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tt today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047.
as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Wake up! Oh God, wake up! Oh God! Oh God! Before it's too late, please. Oh God. Wake up! Wake up, TNT! Oh God! Wake up! Wake up!
Go ahead, Mikey.
Wow. Wake up, my brother. Wake up. Andy, the Sando King and Queen competition has been cancelled due to funding problems. The prestigious Carnival King and Queen of San Fernando competitions have been cancelled due to a lack of funding from the National Carnival Commission, NCC. And according to San Fernando Mayor Junior Regrello, he said firstly that Skinner Park was not yet ready to host an event of that magnitude. I want to repeat what the mayor said. Junior Regrello, the mayor of San Fernando, said firstly that Skinner Park was not yet ready to host an event of that magnitude, as refurbishment works are still ongoing. It's still ongoing, Andy. They just had it prepared in time so that they could have the PNM Calypso Fiesta to get these calypsos there that is meant on dividing rather than uniting and promoting any sort of national pride or patriotism. So it was ready for that.
But then
he said the competition was moved to Harris Promenade, but that too required infrastructural preparations. And he said when he looked at it yesterday, which was Monday, he looked at it Monday evening, we had not yet received any allocation from NCC as yet. And it doesn't allow me to invest in physical infrastructure. But the Hobbit was liming with you in Skinner Park Saturday. Kazim was there. This Randall, this Mitchell, the man who created history by sending a pre-action protocol letter to the Ground Report. He's from Sando. He was there. Their friends were there. Some of them questionable, but they were there. And now he is saying, the mayor said that it required infrastructural preparations. Yes, and when he looked at it, we had not received our allocation from NCC as yet, and it doesn't allow me to invest in physical infrastructure. The mayor explained that the prize money could be guaranteed, but on the promenade, they needed immediate money to construct bleachers and sound systems, among other things. He said he's not bashing Gypsy because he's been calling on Gypsy, and Gypsy said, hey, I'm waiting on money from the line ministry. No money from the line ministry.
Yeah, but I thought they mentioned that this is a mother of all carnivals, which you will expect San Fernando King and Queens would have been part of that. And I thought they said they allocated for carnival, although they don't have no Soca Monarch anymore, so I don't understand the mother of all carnivals. $137 million was allocated for carnival, and NCC have control of that. So out of 130 something million dollars, then it don't have no Soca Monarch, it don't no San Fernando King and Queen and all them thing. Where the 100 and something million dollars gone? Where going to then? Was that the infrastructure for? Did that go just for the infrastructure for the North Stand to go back? Where that money gone?
Well, remember, some people stole some of the steel for the infrastructure, so there was a delay and so what have you. And then, of course, everything was set for the same Skinner Park. Ribbon was cut. Rowley was there. People, he was talking about it. But he said that it was not yet ready to host an event of that magnitude, as refurbishment works are still ongoing. It was good enough to have the PNM Calypso Fiesta, to have these vile and venomous calypsos. Nothing about uniting the country. It was a PNM show. It was an extended arm of the PNM that took place in Skinner Park. Let's put things in the right perspective. But yet still, Regrello is saying, I ain't get my money. And the refurbishment works are still ongoing. We can't host that in Skinner Park. And he called on Gypsy, and Gypsy said, look, I don't have the money. I'm waiting on money. And then the mayor said, I'm not bashing Gypsy or the NCC, but we're not getting the money. I feel like setting up the mayor. But the mayor was there, the Hobbit was there, all of them was there, Lyman Andy.
And you telling me, them men and them, so close to each other, dressed Sunday, Saturday gone there.
Saturday gone.
Mr. Regrello knows that he need money, and the king and queen of Carnival up there, and he couldn't talk to his own colleagues one time there, where he don't have to write no letter or talk to Gypsy or this or that. He could have talked to Colin Imbert, who have not taken a holiday in 8 years. Why from the treasury yet? 8 years he didn't take a holiday, so he couldn't talk to Colin Imbert. Hines, all of them was there. He couldn't talk to Hines and all of them. Rohan, Sinan, nobody.
All of them was there, Andy.
That's what I tell you, so you understand what's going on there. A scene whereby they in the PNM and in government itself, they are not working with each other. It have who Imbert this deal with and run money quick. It have who Imbert don't deal with and he don't run money at all. So it have who have to beg somebody to talk to Imbert to run money to somebody else. That's how it's going in there, you know. It have no unity in governance in the PNM cabinet at this point in time, you know. It's a team. This one control this block, that one control that block, and Colin Imbert, he control everything because he's the finance minister.
There you go.
Mikey, what's the show that cannot be accommodated?
The Sando King and Queen competition has been cancelled due to funding problems. Right? The mayor said firstly, right, he needs money for infrastructure, and he said that Skinner Park was not yet ready to host an event of that magnitude, as refurbishment works are still ongoing.
But he know that. But if he's serious about what it is you're reading, that he know it wasn't ready to hold an event of that magnitude. Why he as the mayor, Mr. Regrello, didn't come out one time and tell Finance Minister Dr. Rowley and the NCC that they will have to look for a place in San Fernando to hold the PNM match ground. He leave it. He let them use it. And then commit a complaint.
And that is my concern. There is no show that is greater than the Calypso Fiesta. The King and Queen show, I'm sure that the attendance will be much less than, of course, that show that was accommodated at Skinner Park as far as the Calypso Fiesta is concerned. And then, of course, Randy Glasgow is now saying Chutneyland Carnival is also postponed as well, quite apart from, of course, the fact that there's no Soca Monarch show as well. And the question must be, as to where all of that money has gone and whether or not is a misnomer, a hoodwinking when you call the Carnival of 2023 the mother of all carnival. It is a puppy show.
Now, that show you're talking about, and I agree with you on the fact that, yes, the attendance is not going to be that which is greater than the Calypso Fiesta. But this is a show, perhaps they're talking about having to sit down in the comfort of the stands and enjoy it. Now, PNN people don't mind standing up in the hot sun, having them out there in this big open area, listening for hours, everything about. And when you look what's going on, Kamala. And if you see the crime taking place, Kamala. And if you see there's no money, Kamala. They don't mind standing up there in the hot sun, sweating like runaway slaves, listening to that diatribe for hours upon hours. So that was never an issue. But now the seriousness of it is that you cut the ribbon, you say it is open, but the mayor is saying otherwise. That the refurbishment works are still ongoing. So people will not be able to come and sit down in the comfort there and enjoy the San Fernando King and Queen competition. And there are people who are on the radio who know better. People like Tabakeet, who is down there and seeing this fight taking place. And there's a deafening silence by them. And then they'll come in the 11th hour and say, Kamala, I love you. Kamala, I love you. We don't need those people. We don't need them. If you can't be with us here in these tough times, don't come when it is the change is about to take place. Go your way. You know what's happening in San Fernando. So disingenuous of you, man. People like Tabakeet and others, look how much Kamala did for you and help you. You didn't get that national award under Rowley. You didn't get it under Manning. But today you want to turn your back. Wicked people.
But the contradiction and the hypocrisy continues, because wasn't it Rowley that said that the hospital, for example, wasn't entirely opened, and so he went and opened a half-picked dock? Remember he said that the hospital was a job site, something to that effect, when of course Kamala Prasad opened it with all the equipment in it. They were the ones who of course either encouraged the either stealing of the equipment or the disappearance of ultra modern hospital equipment at that point. But of course to give credence and reality to a situation when of course Kamala went and opened it just before the elections. I mean, that level of hypocrisy continues to be a sore point for all Trinbagonians, and once again demonstrating they are unfit for government.
Yes, and the complaints are coming. Let me say good morning to Junior Callis. Junior Callis is the one who brought this to our attention because he's UNC and proud, and he's even fed up with the way Tabakeet and others are acting. He supports Kamala Prasad Bissessa. Good morning, Junior Callis, man. They're trying to make this man do all kind of thing against UNC people, but he's standing firm. He's letting them know that he don't care who they are. He's letting them know. Andy, who's on the outside?
The lines are open, Trinidad and Tobago. The lines are open. The numbers to call.
You have these Trojan horses that will always manifest itself. I mean, from time immemorial. Good morning.
Call the lime lines. Call the lime lines. So now call the live line, the landline. I'm going to call the line number 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120. That's 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. But meanwhile, you're making a call to that line, I want to just go through some WhatsApp voice notes. I always send any people to call WhatsApp voice notes. Call it. Send your voice notes, and I ain't playing it. So I'll get to go through that by the meanwhile. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice. Morning caller, where are you calling from? What's your
Yes, and the morning to the ground report, Mikey KL of Britain Cup. You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, my brother, I'm calling you from on the Lady Young, about 100 yards away from the traffic light where there is that pothole. I want them to see about that because there's a problem coming over the Lady Young area. But I want to just straight into what they're discussing this. So, good morning to Anna Robert. I heard him on one of his clips on them on the social media with concerning Brother Chongas with this Calypso thing. But Carl Chongas and these brothers and them, there is a song I give to your radio station there by Mr. Amal there that Chongas sing right around 1970 about the PNM, and he never sing it again. They never play it. That other song was part of the Black Power movement, was sung by Chongas. I still have the copy of that song at home. You understand? And all this shortage and all this postponing and this and postponing and that is a sign that this government is going to make sure. Now, Dr. Rowley knows he cannot bring an election here again. He knows that. He is trying to mash up the PNM and mash up the country with the PNM of Dr. Rowley. I think that they are trying to mash up the PNM and save my country and call a general election in this place here. Call a general election and to the media houses that see it fit to shelter this man and destroy this place. There will be a change of government in this country. People talk to Dr. Rowley. The place is more tense than ever. People have nothing. Why don't these citizens are quarreling? Children are all quarreling. People don't want to hear the man name. Call it or let's call the election and see if we need that kind of misbehavior in public office. That's all they just want to play. They're talking about. I'm going to give other callers a chance. Good morning again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. Oh boy, next caller. Morning caller, we're calling from. Wait, morning caller.
Hello, good morning. Arima calling here.
Go ahead,
good
Miss
morning,
Arima.
gentlemen. Trinidad and Tobago. Lennox Smith. I want to tell you this sweet talk you're talking about forests are poison ivory. Talk plain and tell the citizens that he gets set up with the United States. They fool him. That is what we want to hear. That too much a sweet talk. People ain't going to understand that. I'll tell you that already. These fellas, right, in the region here, talking Ralph Gonsalves and the Antigua and Barbuda Prime Minister, I can't remember his name right now. They plan to go Guyana to talk the way how Rowley talking. Don't pay attention to Rowley alone. Listen to Ralph Gonsalves, right? He is the one with us back at the United States together with Rowley friend we living next door. If Rowley only back hard, you will see what will take place inside of here with he and America. All they really don't know the people business. Try and find it out. And this thing with the oil refinery and he wanting to sell, he can't open back that. It's a whole plan. It's a secret. He have to leave that just so. I tell all you, he's a puppet. And he's a gas pirate with his friend who living next door. So all what America doing is to save us, the citizens, from the tea-free and this gas thing he doing with his friend next door and others. Okay? But they're cornered by the U.S. This is not just Trinidad and Tobago and oil refinery and oil producing company and thing again. This is geopolitics stepping here with the U.S. And we still could be in real trouble. You hear, this country could get sanctioned because the kind of thing he doing with that man next door, the U.S. out fame. It's looking bad to see that we, the citizens, can benefit from that amount of gas in the Dragon field, all because of his involvement with this wicked young man friend he have in the mafia. Right? So it's we who losing. You could call that a sanction right there. Okay? So that is the position we reach. Nothing for we, because you see friend carry him and they can't bring him back.
Wow. Thank you very much, Miss Arima. Next caller, morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Morning, gentlemen. Calling from the Barrack. Gentlemen, this mother of carnival we're talking about here, this mother had to be a real bad mother, because this mother already have 2 abortions, Calypso, Monarch, and now this last set of where she abort here again. So we had to ask ourselves if this is the kind of mother we really want in this Trinidad again. This because this mother keeping she children them, she keeping she promises. She just getting rid of them at the end of the day, where we would end up with. And secondly, people have to understand the situation with this energy conference that taking place. Since God was a little boy in pajamas. This country was having energy conference all over the world with all kind of leaders. Come back now to the present and ask ourselves if any of these conferences that have ever benefited Trinidad and Tobago and move us forward into a direction that we could be self-sufficient as a country and as a people. So then you have to ask yourself, other countries that goes to these conferences that do have the resources like ours, why it is they always in a better position than Trinidad and Tobago? Why it is the economy always more stable? The country, you see, from 10 years ago to where they are today, you see improvement, you see infrastructure taking place. And how we don't see that in this country? So people would ask why Rowley would go and head one of these conferences and all kind of thing. And you have to tell yourself, is because other countries want to make sure that they don't make the same mistake that Rowley and his government did for Trinidad and Tobago. So everything that he talk about, they would say, you see that, we can't do that. Because look at what Trinidad is today. So when you feel that Rowley are important in these conferences that they have, it's very important to not to do what he doing and what this country had done in the past. So for days or them. Because anytime they go down the same road that we go down, they will be in a worse off position. So that's the little spin to the whole scenario with Rowley and how he feel he important. You feel anybody's listen to what he has to say? You feel he's make any contribution to make any country better on the future? He talk about opening back Petrotrin and all this kind of nonsense. He's a salesman right now. He going to in that conference to see who he could sell Petrotrin to, because nobody wants it anymore. The position Petrotrin in right now, it could take like the amount of money and resources that refinery in operation. Nobody wouldn't want that again. It's better to go and build their own, and that's what Guyana doing right now. Have a good morning, gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yes, thank you.
Morning caller, we're calling from. What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Good morning to the crew. I'm calling from Pity Valley.
Yes, Pity Valley.
Gentlemen, Rowley is now the laughing stock. The only two countries not laughing at Rowley right now is Ukraine and Russia. Everybody is laughing at that man. People remember when he said he wasn't begging the Indian Prime Minister for the COVID vaccines. He ain't writing no letter and he ain't begging. But you go on to Guyana to tell the people about the refinery. What he figured people don't know, he closed down the refinery. Last week, Rogers said that they're still interested in getting the refinery. So why not give it to Roger? You going on about like a fool. It would happen like so many other things that he talk about. And the field and work field and everything else, nothing is coming to fruition in this country under this man. But people listen, the best is still to come. The best is still to come. Rowley would have everybody on bended knees when he finished with this country. And for the mother, all carnival, we hearing and we seeing. So by next week, Monday and Tuesday, we don't know what is going to happen. The money he got, the allocation, is not what he wanted, but he would make do with what he gets. So I guess plenty things have to be left out because he ain't get. But Gypsy is a good man now, so let him go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy. Morning caller, we're calling from. What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Morning, Mikey. Morning, Andy. Andy Rowley couldn't do what he is
Lennox is with
now,
us too, eh?
right? And let me tell you something. Alwari and Sinanan and Imbut, all of them and Young and them couldn't thief no money, right? If the people didn't put them there, right? So it is them fault. They're right to do what they're doing. It's the people, and they ain't put them for one term, boy. They put them for 2 terms. Just imagine a whole 5 years gone. They thief out all the money. Nobody ain't talking about that. They do nothing to the country. And that 5 years dead and gone. And in this year, in this term, they're going to finish it. Mikey, I'm watching a little Nostradamus prediction here just now, boy. And they really say an idiot from the village will come to rule And I was wondering if that is that pointing to Raul, boy. Lord Father, Notre Dame couldn't think about something like John PNM in this year for good, boy. Lord Father, we gone, you know.
Oh boy. All right, man. Hey, let me say a pleasant birthday or a happy birthday to Caitlin friend, Adriana. Happy birthday to Adriana. Hey, Ronaldo Thompson, a pleasant good morning to you.
Yes.
Shamila Das, good morning to you. But you go ahead, Mikey.
Morning.
Go ahead.
No, some even say that since his birthday yesterday, Kingsley has been missing in action. So wherever you're waking up, Kingsley, whatever you're rolling off of, pleasant good morning, and hope you had a good one. So much taking place, Andy. So the Sando King and Queen competition is cancelled due to funding issues, problems.
Imagine that. Morning call.
Imagine that.
Yeah, Andy, to you, Lennox, Mikey, Mr. Ahmad, 104, the channel. Andy, you know, there's a saying, when your own dog bites you, you will sing. You see what we're really doing to black people? Imagine here even letting Roger buy Petrochin, and Roger is a black man. And if Roger have good intention for Petrochin and General, why you can't allow Roger to buy it? It's a good intention. And it's to help black people again and the country. And what he's doing to black people, he's not elevating black people. It's only certain black people. You know there's a saying, when you take a clown and put him in a palace, he will take the palace and turn it into a circus. That is what he's doing. Locked on, by.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, let me say a pleasant good morning to the De Silva brothers and their father who always lock on, man. Oh boy, yes. Neil De Silva, Enrique and all of you, a pleasant good morning to you all. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Yes, good morning, Andy, Lennox. Lennox, before I forget, there is a calypso by Gypsy called Angry Land. It's important for that to be played. Okay? Let me tell you something. I am 84 years young, recovering from a second stroke. Okay? And the last time I cried was with Whitney Houston funeral. Before that was Princess Diana. And all the evidence is coming out. The Queen's hand, dirty hands, was involved with Diana. All the evidence coming out. All the evidence coming out of the CIA who assassinated John Kennedy. Okay? But I want to get back to the subject. So when I heard Rowley in Guyana, I cried tears this morning. You understand? Because he is responsible for where we are today. I said it the first week with the closure of Petrotrin, that Petrotrin will be sold for scrap iron like the railway was sold to Percival Bain, Eric Williams' friend, for almost next to nothing. And we see the gridlock. We see what happened in this country where we could probably make the Guinness Book of Records of having a higher vehicle population than a human population. Don't forget, Rowley was once a Minister of Agriculture. Don't forget, Rowley was once a Minister of Housing. We remember the Cleaver Woods. What did Manning say? Where did $10 million gone?
Yes.
Manning warned us about who is Rowley. Rowley remind us that he went liquor too. All that we must never, never forget. What did the Balize do when Nar resurrected the citrus industry in Caparo on Todd's Road and Flanagan Town? When I heard about Mount Tamana this morning, Again, that brought more tears. I lived Brassopedra for 10 years. I went to school, Flanagan Tongue. I know about Lassatow. I know about going to Waterfall. That is all part of my 84 years. I haven't cried so. I reflected that in 68, I was traveling through East and West Germany, and I traveled on a superhighway called the Autobahn, and every few miles there was a signboard that said, road surface with asphalt from Trinidad Lake asphalt. What happened now? What happened in La Brea? They destroy everything, and it's only what you're building $43 million library in La Horquetta, when the libraries are saying less and less people are coming because people have the world in their hand on a cell phone, a tablet, a computer. What happened when the school children got the laptop? What happened? Right? We must not forget a Speaker of the House. What did he do? Throw panic because he walked with a laptop, and you walk out. These are the politics that we have to talk about. Now what? Now when the children get it from Form 1 to Form 5, no other children mustn't get. What the school feeding program? Why are we forgetting those things? Why are we forgetting that Manning, the Balize, keep the beach high school closed for 8 years, paying security 4/7 when the primary school not far from the beach and no poison was coming out? What about when they say the Ibis High School, right? Which them should have never by BH Roads building. The Lions say, man, they say poison gas coming out. And then they do the Mova School, the Russell Latapy. That is all our history. And then they say what they say in Ibis, they take the measurement department of the Ministry of Education and put it where Ibis High School. Don't ever forget that, people. Don't ever forget. Rowley cancels. Rowley is not more popular in his party. When Penny challenged him, he got 19,000 something votes. In the last one last year, what he get? So he lost 50% of his votes. How he could be more popular? But then that Anthony Roberts stay in order to try to fool people. Rowley win with 92% of the votes cast. A cry, a cry, a cry.
Thank you very much, Brother Clive Nunez. Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago, the lines are open. The lines are open. What's on your front burner this morning? Yes, what's on your front burner this morning? I'm going to give you all the new callers the number 229-025-1, 229-025-1, or 239-5120, 239-5120, or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. Mikey, you wanted to say something?
I know you cried.
Man, all right to cry.
Cried.
Imagine that.
That says a lot, you know.
Imagine that.
That says a lot, boy. I mean, when you look at what's taking place, who's on the outside? Who's on the outside?
Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Pranks, the doubles man up there, the Maxi Hub in Grandy. Yes, Pranks, he got doubles man. A pleasant good morning to you.
I never get no doubles from Pranks. You know? I never tease Pranks doubles. Oh, it's good on good.
May I get it yet, but I hear you always look onto the ground report. The Grandy people call him and tell him that when they go to buy doubles, they're hearing ground report by Pranks. Morning caller.
And also the good folks at the House of Prayers Electronics in Arima by the Dial. Good morning to the staff there, the House of Prayers Electronics. Good morning, caller.
Just adding to what Mr. Clive Nunez just said. Remember when Dr. Rowley was in opposition, he said, if the government cannot take the crime, they are part of it. What are we saying now? we are sitting and not saying anything about anything. I think I will have to join the PNM.
Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Good morning to Maki, Andy, Lennox, and Cop. I like to know who is the mother of all carnival. This is the question to me this morning. Who is the mother of all carnival? If that person is the mother, then Rowley will be the father of all carnival. I can understand that in my whole history of life, I never heard about the mother of carnival. Thank you very much. Have a blessed morning to Mikey, Lennox, and Andy, and Kof.
Thanks so much, caller. All the lines are open. Morning, caller.
And good morning, Andy Williams.
Morning.
And good morning to Lennox Smith and Mikey K.
Morning,
this
sir.
man brings shame to this land. This administration. And I listen to whole morning, I listen to people, how they condemn this man. This man talk about the UNC win in Guyana. You understand? And all this other thing, wash him out on people in Guyana. Fight down Milvan Ali when he win the election. Send their own people to fight them down. You understand? For Granger to continue his mantra in Guyana. Today he go in Guyana to beg them. You understand? To plead. And then he turn around and he's saying, a refinery is an important thing. In refinery is good. And this and the other. But you want to sell refinery. You see that man is bright. And I want to tell the PNM supporters, and I'm asking them, all you take heed from the day this man gets into office, PNM. Watch and see what happened to all you. Watch and see what happened to the country. And ask yourself the question, simple, am I better off today than I was in 2015? You understand, to 2020? And ask yourself the question, if you're better off between 2010 and 2015, when Kamla Prasad Bisesa was there, and choose all your words and choose all your voting properly, because election have consequences. And I hope and pray to Almighty God that man go in the doghouse. You understand? Because Trinidad and Tobago, if you live in a service state, my brother, I thank you.
Wow. Oh boy, morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report?
Hello, good morning. Morning, Gong
Good morning.
I didn't even
Yes,
get
go
it.
ahead.
Sorry about that. I call all to tell all look at in town how they demonstrate. You see how see when they want to demonstrate, when they out them how they could demonstrate. I tell all you a dream them had to come out. Is them had to come out and come up. Go and meet Kamla halfway. Now Kamla coming down to meet them. Come out and demonstrate. You see how they getting fixed? You see how they start to work on them there? That is what they want. And don't mind you hear they saying, man, they want you, man, show me his finger on the TV. I vote for PNM. But they only going back and talk what man say for. Man could have moved him from this. Man was suffering in there, and he was still suffering in the grave for what he do to me. Put back that man in Diego Martin. If he did get rid of that man, everybody would have been happy today. He put him back in Diego Martin, and his son gonna want to hang on to him. I ain't talking much about man and all of them. They're rotten in hell. I'm going.
Thank you very much, caller. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The lines are open. What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Morning. My gosh, Andy, the people upset, boy. They're angry, boy.
Yeah, but I have all right to, eh? All right to, but at the end of the day, what's going on in town? Like something going on now?
Wait, in Port of Spain?
Yeah, but that's what she's saying. She said, what's going on in town? Is them to come out?
No, that was the other day on George Street when they was making. The only thing going on in town now is paint and powder. Nothing else going on. Like George Street, with the smell that it was getting since 2021, the middle of 2021, it started getting worse late last year, and then they finally stood up and said, fix that. So what they say now is that HGC and WASA is to begin repairs to the broken sewer main. So hours after, residents of George Street, Port of Spain, they blocked the road on Monday to bring attention to the collapsed sewer main. It finally collapsed. It was smelling for quite some time, and they had to endure that. So they said HGC and WASA now going out there and to resolve the problems. But they gone bad Monday, they gone bad. But right now it's only paint and powder on the outside.
Morning, caller. Where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Good morning. Good morning, Andy. Calling from New York.
All right.
You hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, New York caller.
New York, go ahead, buddy.
All right, I was in Trinidad, you know. I look at what's going on, and I listen to you guys every single day. That's my mantra. Now, I want to make a correction. It is not the mother of all carnival. Correct this from no. Mikey, or you guys are very, very educated. It is the murder of all carnival. This carnival is the murder. After this, you might not carnival again. Trust me. I don't understand how people in Trinidad, everybody's seen every single thing these PNMites doing. This government taking the country downhill and they're not stopping. And people straying something wrong. I now start to believe in the Likoto Jambi. I want to go Likoto and see if I can get Jambi to work for me too. Because if Rowley can control people so, and they've seen it in the face what is going on, boy, something really, really had to be going on Likoto. Another thing, Andy, I like you guys carrying the show, but I want to say C is for Cuff, A is for Andy, L is for Lennox, and N is for Mikey. So guys, you keep calm. Blessings. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Morning. Sometimes I just wonder, if I was Manning's son, you think, boy, I just wonder if that man could handle this, like he encouraged this thing what Rowley did to his father. Now that I win a seat, I would have stand up as an independent if you don't want to go UNC and give some pressure to and kick him out. But he encouraged it and he loved what Rowley did to his father. That man, he vomit in the PNM too. He's vomit. He stand up and watch Rowley do all what he do with his father. And you inside of there and you could take back revenge on him. Manning, stand up as an independent and drop out on
Thank you very much. Morning caller, we're calling from. What's your contribution on the Gong Report? Well, Penny Beckles sticking up with the same thing too. Nobody, it have no leader in the PNM. It have nobody, everybody afraid to challenge Dr. Rowley. It is what it is. Morning caller.
Yes, Andy, I'll take a second bite of the cherry this morning. Now, where this going on, I want to address certain people that walk in the community and making certain statements such as, who we go put, not them people. I want to remind them there was 86. When 86 come and we remove the PNM, it has nothing. That's how we end up with IMF. That's how we end up paying that 15% VAT to the IMF. So you people who keep saying that they ain't putting back this one and they ain't putting back that one, I want you to tell people what the opposition should do with their 19 seats. What should they do with it? Because there's nothing the PNM could do to build back momentum in the communities of Trinidad and Tobago to reclaim back power in office. They cannot. They just cannot. And I want the PNM to be aware of this. You supporters who do research and nothing, or they don't know nothing, or you're only waiting for the PNM minister to talk, and when he talk, or they come running with that hogwash wrong people. Remember, the Bali House that you all are billing, you have to have proper documents stating that all they get our money legally. Remember Bajio Pandey, the late Bajio Pandey and family, even, not the late Bajio Pandey, sorry, Bajio Pandey, he had a problem in this country. When you ask a PNM person what Bajio Pandey was arrested for, they keep telling us is the airport. It was not. I want to tell you, it was not. It was declaring an account in London for his children's study that his wife had. How many of these allegations is on Dr. Rowley, Hines, Inbert? All of them have the same kind of problem. They just let me tell you something. A politician and a public servant, he has to deal with the public business only. He's not supposed to be no other businessman. That is the Westminster politics. That is the Westminster. So when you hear a politician walking out of office and getting a contract with his family and friends, these things are illegal for the opposition, so it has to be illegal for the PNM. I'm going with this one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Next caller. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report?
From South, my contribution is something that helped unify our people, our nation, and the world. That is our national instrument, the steel band. So I have something here on the steel band, only a minute. The steel band is the only instrument discovered in the 21st century, created by Prince Simon, who is truly a Trini. Born and grew up in the hills of Laventille, their creativity came from oil drums and Heide and taught in steel. The steel pan now attracted many countries all over the world, playing its music of any cultural song in or on the road. The pan first started off with a rhythm of calypso, then test pieces of all kinds of music and songs or more. So, just some very good composer and arranger drew many panorama types of renegades to aspire. Just passed on to the showpiece, but always remembered for many great test pieces. The steel and orders be an innovative instrument. It will surely grow in its capacity from strength to strength. It's a lineup with all other great instruments of length, and we advance, we will see great improvements and progression. Music lovers throughout the world love it with a passion. Trinidad and Tobago looks good with its great invention. It's a stone an advancement of music in the right direction. When promoted, advertised, and enhanced the right way, tourism will be a key part as we display the instrument.
Yes.
But from generation to generation, appellation, we must keep it strong and alive, touching all nations. Our young ones must seek interest as part of the plan. The future behold those to carry on the steel plan. I do thank you, and I stay long enough. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Very well said. Very well said indeed. Beautiful thing on the steel band. As it is also part of the mother of all carnivals. Beautiful thing. Although people went to Tobago and they end up being stranded for the semifinals of the medium band competition. They are back home now. But I don't know, like nobody works out these logistics, boy. Boy, who's on the outside? It was the mother, and not much planning went into this. This is a loose and reckless mother.
Them people alone know what they're doing, boy.
And that's so sad. Them alone know, you're right. Them alone know. We, the right thinking citizens, we had to hold our head and say, but what is really happening here? I mean, come on. Hey. Tobago, good morning. Good morning, Tobago.
Go ahead, caller. Oh boy, sorry about that, caller. Call back. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the Gong Report this morning?
Dotman from Central. Tell them boys that we hope my Juve band. Me, Mikey, Andy, and Koff, and Lennox. So all mother of carnival go done. Thank you very much.
Next caller, all the lines are open. Oh boy. Morning caller.
Morning, Andy. Last week I called talk about a hole like Johnson, a big hole here. Actually, making it a half now. A nice hat. Thank you.
Wow, a big hole by John.
Big hole by John.
Yeah, and he went long
Dr. Rowley said yesterday at the conference, and he said that in today's economic environment, however, investments in enabling infrastructure and technology can be costly, even to the point of being prohibitive. Now, it's an investment. And I want people to understand, this is a man who simply took the laptops from the children, and when water became more than flour, they tried their best to give it back, running here and there, scampering to get some handheld devices. But this was never a government being led by a man who understood what this technology and innovation and what it meant being on these platforms for the future of our students. So it enabled them to become, globally competitive on the market. He didn't factor that in. If anything, it was the total opposite. If they get these devices, it's porn. If they get these devices, it's a waste of time. But now they want to spend millions, according to Brother Clive Nunez, on libraries and what have you. when everything is right there in the palm of your hand, this technology. And now today you want to say that it seems that it's even prohibited when it is that the cost is so much. When you have to get this infrastructure and technology, but that's what you have to do. You prepare this country like most good leaders would do, going into another century, another dimension, understanding that all economies have to evolve. As a matter of fact, there are new economies. Economies part of the BRIC economies, the BRIC group of nations, who are now simply saying that they're going to peg their dollar to that of gold and commodities, unlike America, which simply just prints money. So all of this is changing. It's changing before our eyes. People are saying, listen, man, we need to have something more than just a country that believes it's a superpower, doesn't want to engage in diplomacy, and simply wants to bully and police the world. And they do so under the guise of trying to help the most vulnerable, but in fact, it's only to strengthen their power and grip on what's happening with the global economy, and that's a fact. So many of these countries have jumped out of that and said, we don't want to be a part of that. We are going to peg our dollar to something, whether it be gold, whether it be whatever commodity, whether it be real estate, what have you. So there's going to be worth and value, and we're going to put this out on the very said global market. Where are we in all of this? You deny the students the laptops and handheld devices. Now you have the audacity to go to Ghana and say, listen, a lot of this is prohibited. It doesn't give you the incentive or the encouragement. That is where you have to talk to the business sector and let them understand what needs to be implemented. Come on, we need the infrastructure, we need the technology, and we don't need it just so that you can macro our business, so Big Brother could partake in all our personal information, Andy, our banking information, our insurance information, all the information, where we go, where we shouldn't go. No, it's not to be abused. That's an abuse of power. But understand, to prepare this country to move forward, it's going to take a different type of thinking. Not this old archaic Jurassic way of doing business. The days of that are gone. We are talking about new economies are emerging. A war didn't just break out just like that. Pipelines weren't just destroyed just like that. Understand what is taking place.
So true.
I don't know what's going to happen. I
don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break and come back. Yes, let's pay some bills while we put things in place for Mr. Amaru. Let me say by 10 o'clock or so. So let's take a quick break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
It's all you need, a little bit of city in the country. Sangre Grande is the place to be. DG Homes gives you luxury, affordable, brand new. DG Homes come shining through. Step into reality, a home of possibilities. Dreams come true, it could be you. DG Homes, modern, luxurious living for all.
Are you disappointed by astrologers and pundits? Then meet third-generational Pandit Narasimha. He uses traditional methods and gives solutions in problems like marriage, relationship, love, business, job, health, and removes all negativity, black magic, bad luck permanently. Specialist in reuniting with your ex. Call Pandit Narasimha 359-3939. That's 359-3939.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
This Carnival 2023, TSB, Iowa George, and Team Not Sided bring to you Carnival Come Back. Me say you wake up in the morning and you just realize that me say Carnival come back again. Carnival Monday night is weird. Meet us at Victoria Avenue. The boss of soca, the Waterlord, Neil, Iowa George, and all his soca disciples will be live. Yes! People, the #1 event for 2022 is back in 2023. Carnival come back. Dress code is your best Monday wear. Also featuring Young Brother. Tier 1 tickets, females $250, guys $300. Groups of 5 ladies on 1 ticket, $750. VIP tier 1 starts at $350 female, $450 male with white oak, punching, and beers inclusive. Tickets available on islandetickets.com and from all committee members. Carnival Monday night is weird. Carnival come back at Victoria Avenue.
Jugwa Juve! It's Juve and Beach at the Beach Secondary School, starting at 5 a.m. Juve morning in Beach from the Beach Secondary School at 5 a.m.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work. Wine and jam, wine up on a girl.
Jugwa Juve is taking off for a road experience like no other. We take you on a journey down the road with a vibe. It's paint, powder, water, mud, all in Beach with the best DJs, on the road. Selector Andel, out of New York City. The Professionals, Untouchable Sounds, and the DJ Vibes. Jugwa Juve and Beach Juve morning. The most anticipated Juve for 2023.
Dimash Gras 2023 Metamorphosis. From mud to mass. A show designed to be explosive, full of vibrancy and beauty that will blow you away. We invite you to experience it on Sunday, February 19th, 7 p.m. Carnival City, Queens Park, Savannah. General tickets only $100. Reserved only $500. Available at the NCC head office, the Queens Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. This event is supported by Caribbean Airlines, White Oak, First Citizens, Coca-Cola, Presidente, Caribbean Bottlers, Blue Waters, and TTT. You won't want to miss this.
Green Dot continues to deliver internet connectivity to a wide range of communities in Trinidad. With our combination fiber and wireless network, you get the service you need wherever you live. Stream your favorite shows, enjoy online tuition, stay in touch with your work team, and connect with friends and family with internet service at a price you can afford. As communities continue to grow, we continue to deliver. Call 224-GDOT or visit gd.tt today. Green Dot, improving and simplifying lives.
Wear something white. Saturday, February 18th. Your DJ, Rated R, DJ Junior, Untouchable Sounds, and from New York City, The Professionals. Wear something white. Saturday, February 18th, featuring Trinidad Killer. We going right down. Yankee Boy and Roy Knight.
Out like garbage. Causing real damage.
It's happening on the 18th of February at the Zone in Navet. Wear something white.
The Senior Kings and Queens semifinals and the Junior Kings and Queens finals. 2 competitions, 1 night. An experience like no other. All crossing the big stage with costumes full of vivid colors, creativity, and authenticity. This Wednesday, February 15th, 7 p.m. at the Grand Stand, Queens Park, Savannah. Experience the beauty of the costumes and the Senior Kings and Queens semifinals and the Junior Kings and Queens finals. General admission is only $100. Available at NCC head office, the Queens Park, Savannah, and online at islandetickets.com. For further info, visit the NCC Facebook page or call 622-1670. This event is presented by the National Carnival Commission, supported by Caribbean Airlines, TTT, First Citizens, and Caribbean Bottlers.
From the heart of the Arima people, through the soul of the soca, from the dial that keeps time constant, to the earth that comes alive with revelry, the vibrant paint throwing like water in a kaleidoscope of color. The powder, with every jump fills the morning air, a cloud of color. This is we. We are Arimas. Arimas is Juve. Juve is Arimas. Come discover and enjoy a Juve morning experience like no other. Express yourself in color through soca under the eyes of the bamboo tree. Let the powder, paint, soca and sun rise on you in the east. ARIMAZ, Arimas, a production of SW Limited, Foreign Exchange Production, and DCLT.
More FM 104.7 is the official station of Arimas.
There's a new drink that's transforming what you expect from a beverage. U-Juice is 100% natural and has the power of red ginseng, turmeric, ginger, and the world's strongest antioxidant, astaxanthin. Your new favorite drink has arrived. U-Juice, en route to the ultimate you.
U-Juice, U-Juice. I'm on my drink, we got a natural boost.
Monarch on the Avenue presents a cultural experience 2023. You won't want to miss this. From Wednesday, 1st of February till Ash Wednesday. Showtime, 8 p.m. night. Join us as we celebrate the arts, culture, and history of Trinidad and Tobago. Special performances by top local artists, dancers, and more. Admission is free. For further information, call 744-5324 or 771-5617. Monarch on the Avenue.
Restaurant number 67, Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. For breakfast daily, Monday to Sunday, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the menu, sada roti, fry bake, roast bake, pie, coffee, tea, Milo, vegetable pizza, pancakes with assorted vegetables. Lunch specials daily from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Chicken pilau, $25. Assorted lunch from $25 to $40. Soup specials and crab and dumpling. Delivery of food available. Dinner a la carte on the pavement from 6 p.m. until burgers, chicken sandwich, hot dog, fries and chicken, nuggets, shrimp burger, gyros, and anything else you can think about. Call 382-9347 to place your orders 7 days a week.
Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs. Get your eShop, PSN, Roblox, and Steam cards. Also get the latest PS5, PS4, Xbox, and Switch games. We have everyday specials, 2 for $500 on games for everyone. Shop online at sheltechelectronics.com and get even more discounts. Visit us at 11 to 13 Frederick Street, Capital Plaza, Port of Spain. Come to Sheltec for your everyday gaming needs.
Trinity Lighting, 123 Western Main Road, St. James. Special on LED bulbs. Purchase 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. Trinity, they stock a wide variety of electrical supplies and specialize in light bulbs and parts for all your residential, commercial, marine, and medical fixtures. Remember, buy 4 LED bulbs for $100, get 2 free. 628-8373 or 622-6935. Check them out on Facebook, Trinity Lighting, ETC Ltd. Or shop online at trinityetc.com. In the Miami area, contact them at 305-354-2033 or 305-932-0727. Remember, be safe and wear your mask. Trinity Lighting welcomes you to their main store, 123 Western Main, St. James.
Carnival Thursday, 16 February. Everybody's heading to the big show on the big stage, Grandstand, Queen's Park, Savannah at 7:30 p.m. for the mother of all Kaisoramas as Tuco presents Kaisorama Reloaded 2023, the final. Gather your friends and your crew and come to the National Extempo and new Freestyle in the Rama Grand Final with 16 finalists who will be crowned Extempo champion and who will be crowned the first Freestyle in the Rama champion. Come see for yourself. Special guest Nyla Blackburn, Master Funny, and Brother Ebony. Your MCs Omari and Rockers. Get your tickets now. General 100, Special Reserve 200 at NCC Box Office and Kaiso House Box Office, Queen's Park, Savannah, and all Tuco offices. Carnival Thursday, 16 February, Queen's Park, Savannah, 7:30 p.m. is the Tuco National Extempo and Freestyle in the Rama Grand Finals.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yes, 2 minutes to the hour of 10 o'clock, Andy, on this Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Just a few days away from welcoming, well, tomorrow, of course, with the Camboulet, we will ushering the Merry Monarch. Merry Monarch is going to be with us here, of course, until midnight next Tuesday. Oh, it's going to be something, Andy.
Boy, when you say the Merry Monarch Day, boy, I had a laugh because, boy, when you say ushering the Merry Monarch tomorrow, I say, Lord, I feel we don't usher the Merry Monarch. Friday?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, Friday is the Cambule reenactment.
Boy, well, the Cambule reenactment and the Merry Monarch has been active and going since Rowley come in power, yes, boy?
Well, Andy, the thing about it is that when it's over with, yes, when the revelry and the whole bliss and euphoria comes to an end midnight on Tuesday, we go back to reality. And it's a reality that some people may not want to face, but it's there. It's no longer on your doorstep. It's in your home. It's in your everyday life. It's what you're experiencing every day when you wake up. The incompetence, the unbridled corruption, the misfits, the bunch of taxing, lying thieves are going to be right there. And they're going to be lying. And they're going to be distracting you. Whenever their backs are against the wall, we know them. We have the playbook by now. Come on, people. We have the playbook. So all the people who are out there and thinking and having a problem, and Kamala say, come and unite. And up to now, Kamala ain't tell me what my position is. Like, what position you want? What position you want? Nobody is filming pornography here. You don't need any position. This is about saving our country. You reach on a job site and you see what people do, and you don't have to keep asking the boss what to do. Get in where you fit in. It has cement to take off the truck. Go and find some water, run the line. Get some wheelbarrows, where the shovels, get some gravel. What's going on? You know what to do. Don't come with no reserve position. Why? Because you academically inclined and you believe that, well, Kamala needs to talk to me directly. She needs to call me. She knows my number. Because you know I can change everything and make everything happen. Really, by yourself? First of all, that's where your ego is at. You believe it's a one-man show? It takes all of us. Not somebody coming in the 11th hour. Not somebody bad talking along the way. Yes, you are free to make some suggestions, but understand. Let it be critical to the point where it's constructive criticism. You're not just talking for talking's sake. When we come out here, we can't just be talking for talking's sake. We are trying to save this generation that is coming, our children and our children's children. And that is nothing to play or joke about. That is nothing for you to have a chip on your shoulder and say, well, you see me and I don't know. Everybody has to get in where they fit in and make this thing happen. Otherwise, what? We'll be crying for years and years to come. These people not only want to stay in power, they must stay in power.
Yeah, them in real
and they
trouble.
understand that they must stay in power, and they're willing to do so by any means necessary. I want you to understand that. Underline that part. By any means necessary. By lying. By tainting the image of others. By going after people and wrongfully arresting and prosecuting them in the public domain. They don't care about your family, your children, who is looking on, as long as they could throw mud with the hope that it sticks, so it makes them look good. And that's what it's all about. They've insulated themselves into a system where all our independent offices have been compromised. You know that political hand is there, and it's only one hand that playing the fool there. You know that's the PNM hand. You know all that is wrong. Stop making excuses as to why we can't unite and make things happen. Stop it. Kamala. I don't understand. I don't like this one, and I don't like that one. I don't like that. So what do you prefer? Again, we cannot hate others more than we love ourselves. We cannot. Let the separatists know that we will not be divided. Robert Amar has his campaign going. Get there, sign that petition, find a way of getting there, whether by wheelbarrow, skateboard, bicycle, somebody had to hold your hand and sign that petition. You know what we need. Come on, people.
Nice.
Hold the line. Hold the line. Who's on the outside? Who's on the outside?
Morning, caller.
Wrong report to Napuna here again, fellas. Let me tell you something. The mother of all carnival. The PNM have destroyed Kane energy, everything they have destroyed, even the carnival. No soca monarch. They have destroyed the carnival in itself because people are not going to watch carnival anymore. The stands are empty. The Calypso tents dead because they promote race and discrimination and what have you. So all of that to show you, apart from the Pitch Lake, the Petrotrin, the sugarcane, everything destroyed carnival as well. But fellas, let me come to my main point. You know, PNM always talk about private sector participation and what have you. Isn't this a prime time that we could use the private sector, the Neil and Massey, the Sapgan, them, and all these big multi-conglomerates to invest some money in the energy sector here to restart back the Petrotrin, which will redound to their benefits as well, because it's going to be bringing foreign exchange where they would enjoy. But they wouldn't do that. I'll tell you why. They got all the foreign exchange that they want, so they could go and buy outside and come and retail. Nothing selling outside from Trinidad. What they bring in here, no products. They ain't producing nothing. And I'll tell you why I'm saying this, Mikey, and another thing. You just imagine Neil and Massey take our taxpayers' money, not taxpayers, but money that they get earned from this country through wealth, and went and buy a chain link as a chain of supermarkets and all them things. What benefit is that to us, to this country? Nothing. But if you didn't invest money into our local thing as private sector participation with the government in the restoration of Petrotrin, we will bring in foreign exchange to all your benefit. And I'm telling this because why I'm showing you this. I draw an example. You have Robert Bermudez, who is also a director. Well, I think he has retired just recently. This week, I think it is. From Neil and Massey board. You have Robert Riley, who was the big czar with BPTT and all them fellas. And you see where they met? All of them jump on the Neil and Massey board. So you see, it's a feeding frenzy when you would have expected that these fellas and them were employed by the state, Robert Riley and all these fellas and them. And I forget the other fella name there again, who was in the energy sector, that only would have showed some interest, challenge the government and show them, hey, we could assist in helping to go in this direction in terms of the energy sector. All you went on board with Massey and them fellas and them, Bermudez and all you. Understand what I'm saying? So that right now, Keith Rowley, you leave this country in a predicament because you talk about things. You can't spend that kind of money to resuscitate the Petrotrin. But you spend $500 million, $500 million in a rapid rail feasibility study with by the present Minister of Finance. You spend, and how much billions of dollars all you spent on GTL thing, which you say was a bad deal, but you, and you pardon. And
on train 1, train 1 too.
Yeah.
Robert Amaro is in the building, but
he's ready. Robert is ready, so we need to wrap up. So he is ready to get in there. So
and not only that, the Riley and all of them who getting hired and was in governance, good position to do good for us. I am sure how they operate with the government money, with our money, with the job that they was to do, and they never do it for us. I'm sure they can't go Massey and do that way they do we. They can't go in Massey and do that. And when them go in Massey, they them have to perform. You know. Whereas it's fired, you know, they get rid of them, you know. It's next, you know. But we had to take them. They done nothing for us. They destroy us, and then they're going right back by the Massey.
So true.
Well,
that's how they run their personal business.
Don't forget tonight. Yes, tonight on the Guile, the Observers.
That's right, from 7 p.m. Andy, thank you so much. That's right, we'll be talking and dealing with a lot of issues, especially with the disabled community and transport. They have a big challenge, Andy, of moving around, and it's falling on deaf ears. So we have to look at that, and we'll have some interviews lined up for you. A lot is taking place. And of course, at 8:30, our very own Lennox Smith with Corridor Transformation. So, and don't forget, the ground report will be coming into Grandy soon, right after the Merry Monarch has crossed the stage. We are set to come out and in the community. So Grandy, we are coming, so prepare yourself. A lot is taking place. Up next, Robert Amaro, Andy, I believe Ruby Gem and Sense and Sensibility on this Wednesday. Cuff, Andy, Lennox, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Until tomorrow. We're out of here.
Nice. After the disclaimer, Mr. Amaru.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Broadcasting live.
Broadcasting live.
From 177 Dragarine Road. This is More FM 104.7. From every street corner to every block.
Yeah, I hope you're ready for this one.
It's More FM 104.7. Fall in love with radio.
All over again.
All over again.
More FM
104.7.
Democracy. It provides the right, but it demands a responsibility.